Gravy, gang! What is going on, everybody? It's Past Gravy, episode 534, with Pat, Robert, and Alex holding things down for you today. We got a fun-filled little pod for you. Fun-filled little pod. We'll answer your questions. Boy, do I have some not cools for you guys this week. And then, like always, we'll tell you what's back in the news. But before we started recording, Pat and I were talking about Hey Ya from Outkast. I think it's like the #1 rap song of all time now. It just surpassed, I want to say it was Eminem, whoever it was, like this week. But Hey Ya, it rocks. And Pat was like, I would go so far to say that is a bop. And I was like, it's a banger. And then we went back and forth saying like Jam, Diddy, whatever it is. But like, what is the coolest like nickname that a song can be?
I've got one that I hate. It's the least cool one. It's one of my buddies uses it all the time. He'll be like, dude, that song's a cruiser. I'm like, ugh. That's the worst name. Dude, you just put on, you get in the car and you just cruise. I'm like, oh no, we all got it. It's the worst goddamn name for a song I've ever heard. So cruiser's last. Whatever, there's nothing below cruiser. Cruiser's the bottom. I think banger.
I was gonna say banger too.
I don't know, Jam, banger sounds cool, but Jam, like that's a fucking jam, dude. Like
well,
Jam
depending
is
on the
like,
type of
it's
song,
always been around.
Like if it's a John Mayer type song, if they say it's a vibe, that might be the top for that. Like for like soft rock, but like anything that just gets you hyped, dude. You say it's a banger, that's #1. That's
yeah,
a jock
I would
jam.
say banger and Jam would be 1 and 2. So Jock Jam, I remember those. Robert's too young for those days. The Jock Jam CDs, so get you. You'd feel like you had a game going on, and on your boombox. When Emma and I got married, they were like, "Well, what do y'all want like your wedding party to come out to?" And I was like, "Jock Jams," and that was what we came out to.
Wait, are you serious?
Are you ready for it? Yeah. It's like, yeah, I'm in a stadium now. Yeah, it was such a blur. It was so much fun. You forgot.
Jordan era Bulls. That's the theme that I want for my wedding.
That's Alan Parsons' project.
Wait, that's Alan Parsons' project?
Yeah.
I don't think.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Alan Parsons project.
I don't think that's right.
Alan Parsons project Bulls.
Yeah, I'm going Jordan Bulls theme.
Serious.
Oh my God, it is the Alan Parsons project. I did not know that.
Yep. And this is the Pass the Gravy project. The more famous Pass the Gravy project, of course.
TTGP.
I was remember those old like car commercials where they'd just have like user feedback? It would just be they were in like a think tank, and it's like, oh, what if the car was able to do this? Like I saw one of those old commercials just edited with Dr. Evil in it, and it was the funniest thing I've ever seen. Like that day it just tickled me, and I've just done like the Dr. Evil impression a bunch lately. So excuse me if I hop into that a couple of times today, because it's so fun to do. Once you get into it, it's like addicting.
I love the ones where it was the guy with like a Boston accent that would just splice himself into him.
Your cousin from Boston, basically. And then they gave him like it was the Samuel Adams guy, just like a vulgar version of him. Your cousin from Boston.
Dude, the Boston accents are just made for just TV in general. The cousin from Boston, Smart Pack, they make the best commercials. Yeah, because it is the most ridiculous accent in America. Like you can take any Cajun, Southern, hillbilly, fucking California, nothing touches Boston.
Boston's up there, But like, I feel like
somebody give us accents to power rank.
No, yeah, accents. That's a good one. Power rank accents. That's a good one, guys. And then power rank like names, like nicknames to call songs, like ditties, jams, bangers. That'd be a fun one too. But definitely accents first. I think that the Cajun one though, that might be harder to understand at times because like when you get like hardcore Louisiana Cajun, it's just like what about here down my bayou. You're just like what? You get like Boomhauer level at times. Very rarely, but like there's like a core group where I don't understand anything I just heard right there.
Shoot him a little bit. Shoot him.
Yeah.
God, swamp people. That was an era.
That was
when everybody really, was just like,
burned. It burned so bright, and then it burned out real quick, and then we were like, "What?" Turns out, once you got into politics and shit, maybe we didn't agree with him on everything, and then people like turned on him. We're like, "Yeah, no way! You thought the guy that lives in fucking the swamps is gonna be super liberal?"
We go down to Bayou Noir, Louisiana. Like, oh, shocked he doesn't have the same politics as you in your high rise in New York. Who'd have thunk it?
He may have it. He may have different priorities. I'm just saying. Just a hunch.
It's like with Duck Dynasty when like, did you hear what the father Robinson said about gay people? Like, I don't need to hear it. I could guess.
Look, I didn't need to know what his thoughts on gay people were when I was going in to watch this show. But if you had told me those were his thoughts, I might have been like, yeah.
I support Chick-fil-A. Well, every episode ends with them having family dinner and praying. So, yeah, that kind of tracks. So,
it would have been better.
Youngest son got married at 18. Bobby.
Well, when love is love. When you find it, you know.
You don't use that kind of language in front of Miss K. All right, she'll throw you right out the house.
I never really watched a lot of Duck Dynasty. Like I watched it, but like never really like,
for a little bit
hardcore into it.
First 2 seasons were good, and then it was just like, all right, now they're just feeding them topics to talk about. When at first it was just them bullshitting in the shop.
Which this is just how they live. What I've been watching when I get home, we leave Animal Planet on, and they've been having Lone Star Law.
Great
marathons, which is like cool, and like game wardens are very important. I'm not shitting on game wardens, but like a lot of the like stuff on TV is just like they have to fill a show, so it'll just be like it feels like they kind of just bully people with fish. They're like you got this like 26-year-old with like he was an inch over or an inch under on the fish, and you're like, yeah, we're gonna have to ticket you for that one, and you're like, come on, man, like that fish has been on ice. It shrank a little bit.
I know like, all about being an
if it's under. Way under or you go way over on the limit you're allowed to get. I understand that, but it's like I feel like a lot of times you're just like, fuck, state game board, can we get you pull over? You're like, no, man, I'm fishing. I don't want to pull over. Okay, like I need to see all your life jackets. I need to see this. What's the boat registration? I need to see your firefighter or a fire extinguisher. And you're like, okay, all right, cool.
There's no quicker, except for maybe like the boat capsizing, no quicker buzzkill on a boat than you seeing the police boat coming towards you. You're just like, fuck, everyone act kind of sober. Don't try and act sober, so they'll know it's not believable. Just act kind of sober.
There's nobody saying anything. Everybody make sure your glasses are on.
And then you just pray you have the right amount of life vests on board.
Not my boat. That's why I would never want to own the boat. I would never have the right life jackets on board. I would just buy 100 life jackets and just store them. I don't know how many we need. We got all the life jackets, officer. If that boat needs some, we got extras. We haven't opened any. Actually, of them, they're all here.
I just thought of a great idea. If they ever come up to you and you don't have the proper amount, just be like, oh no, like this dude was like lost. He like went to take a piss and his buddies left him, so we're towing him back to where he's from. That's why he doesn't have a life jacket. Trying to do a good deed. They'll probably still ticket you. Be like, okay, well, you can't do that, but it's worth a shot.
Yeah. What if you just built the boat out of a life jacket?
Well, I mean, a boat is a life jacket. It floats.
Right. But if the boat is all life jacket, then you just pull off part of the boat. If you're going down, you got a life jacket anyways.
See, then you're fucking with the structural integrity of the life jacket or of the boat.
But a life jacket can't sink. Why didn't they make the Titanic out of a life jacket?
Hold on. So we've all seen the commercials of Flex Seal, and then they just coat a boat in Flex Seal and it floats. What if you just coat yourself in Flex Seal?
And yeah, I like that.
Just coming up with ideas. Dude, we gotta reinstitute the Gravy Institute of Technology or whatever the fuck we call that thing. PTG Gravy Industries. Tech. Gravy Tech, that's it. Got there.
Gravy Tech.
We got there. I gotta be honest, the children haven't been giving us updates. We gotta crack the whip on them.
It's true. They are our future, but they've not been giving us a lot of great ideas to steal. Like they say, like the life jackets, like they float. If you had built a Titanic out of a life jacket, does it rip with the iceberg or does it just keep floating? You know, like what happens if you just cut a hole in a life jacket? It's just going to be a life jacket that floats with a hole in it.
It's not going to float as well,
but it would still float. You just need to
but it won't hold as much weight if there's a hole in it.
But it'll hold some weight, which is better than no weight.
I don't know. See, I have the kind of weight where I have the kind of weight where it either holds or it doesn't. There isn't really levels.
I mean, Robert, I don't know if this scientific experiment's been done before. Maybe Mythbusters did it or what. But if you ripped a life jacket in half, threw it in the water, then you cut a steel beam and threw it in the water, I bet the life jacket floats a little bit more. Right?
Nah.
No, I don't think so.
It would just be a ripped life jacket floating to the top. Something to think about, though. Maybe like in the future, let's start looking into like just try one ship. Just build it out of a life jacket or life jackets. That'd be
Asian Navy.
Get on it. Build it like if you could build it like the Power Rangers did that robot that they would always come together and they're like, look at me, I'm the Blue Ranger in my car, and now I'm gonna Megazord. If they were gonna be Megazord, but with life jackets, then like if the boat is going down, you just pull off part of the boat. Like blocks. It'd be perfect.
So basically a Lego boat, but instead of Legos, life jackets.
Lego life jacket. It's foolproof.
I mean, I'm not getting in that boat, but I'd love to see it try.
Yeah. I would test it out. Maybe in a pool first.
Like I said, you could test it out. I can't. Like I said, I have the weight where it either holds or it doesn't.
No, well, I would test it out first. Then you would have to test it out.
You'd have. I'm stage 2 of the testing.
Okay.
You're the guinea pig.
What else did I have? Oh, my wormhole that I got sucked into because of TikTok this week was it's called the Black Hole Satellite. No, Black Knight Satellite. It's the Black Knight Satellite, and it may be a piece of space debris, which I've also learned a lot of. We have a space debris problem. We're trying to put it into on Pass the Gravy. I don't know how, but we're gonna put an end to the space debris problem. #1 podcast in the world on ending space debris. But the Black Knight Satellite, I just went down like an alien wormhole where it's a bunch of conspiracy theorists. They're like, look, see, this was filmed off of the International Space Station back in 1998. And if you look over here, and it's kind of like when you look at like space photos, to me, it's a lot like when somebody's like, this is an ore. Like you'll see this, and that means that there's a spirit right there. It's just like a more believable like ghost picture I'm looking at where it's like, so this black line right here, this is the Black Knight Satellite. And what this really is a lot of people are saying it's been emitting these weird transmissions over the years. And people are saying it's like an alien ship that's trying to spy on us and doing all this shit, gone down all of that. But the space debris shit, it's a fucking problem, guys. There's just shit flying around the earth like nobody's business. When spaceships go up, eventually we're just going to get run into by shit and it's going to blow all of our stuff up.
Yeah, like I find it weird that
Never
it's
really
just stuck.
thought of
Like,
that, huh?
shouldn't it all be slowly being brought back down to Earth and then burning up in orbit? Like it just stays out there. Like it's just far enough to where it keeps circling the Earth but doesn't get brought down.
Well, it's not heavy enough to where it would even. It just kind of floats. It's just like getting grabbed by a gravitational pull, just kind of like floating us around. It's just in the orbit.
That's what I'm saying. It's got the gravitational pull to hold it, but not enough to bring it down.
Yeah, it's too light. A lot of it's just like because like a lot of times collisions will happen where it'll be like just like when a satellite, and this is all me being an expert from watching like probably 2 hours worth of TikToks from it. So I've learned recently that like when like younger generations now use TikTok and Instagram as like a search engine. So why everybody is dumb is because that's their search engine. Because then you'll go see our video talking about Oppenheimer inventing Bop It, which if anybody asks, definitely happened. But like you'll have people be like, wait, what? And then they'll go tell their friends that, and they're like, no, you didn't, you dumbass. And then that's just how misinformation gets spread. And Google does have misinformation, but it's like an actual search engine.
I think that's probably why I didn't believe you about Alan Parsons, because you've lied to me about so many things on this show and gotten me to believe them that I just can't trust anything you say anymore.
Yeah, no, a big part of my life is just like, as long as you say it with confidence, most people believe whatever you say.
Yeah. Well, especially if like me, they've had 2 to 5 beers and you tell them something, they're like,
especially
I can see that.
The best people I speak to are drunk people. I can appeal to them. They're like, this guy's got some ideas. He's got some ideas.
You're a bullshitter.
But yeah.
That's what you do.
But yeah, there's like space debris just fucking floating around. And like, if we have a satellite go up there to take images of stuff, when that satellite's like deactivated, we don't need it anymore. We don't just go like grab it and bring it back down. That satellite just floats the fuck around. And like, there is one of these TikToks that was like showing like, oh, with this Earth or like a spaceship from the US or a satellite of the US collided with a dead satellite from Russia, and that just causes more space debris that is more like it's space shrapnel or space shrap is what I like to call it. But it's just like it's like little shards of shit. Like space shrap is what I call it.
I don't like that.
Shrap is
I like
cool. No, it's like it makes it seem like I'm like well versed in space, which I am. I watch TikTok videos.
I mean, I just wrote down Space Debris as a good band name, but Space Shrapnel is probably even better. Like Space Debris is just like if you're a metal band, that's when you're Space Shrapnel. Otherwise, you're just Space Debris. I mean, even by itself, Debris would be a pretty good band name.
Or a cheese name.
If you were like an early 2000s rock band, Debris.
Bell Biv Debris.
Like, I bet you Debris probably had a rock song on like Madden 2005.
Or Beef with Debrat.
There's Default was a bad name. Disturbed to like Debris.
Yeah,
Debris opens up. Debris might open up for like Mudvayne. I could see that.
Mudvayne with special guest Debris. Live at the Cynthia Woods Mitchell Pavilion.
Like, it's just dumb enough of a name to where it's like, that makes sense. I mean, fuck, like I said, there was a band just called Default. Like, how many one-name fucking early 2000s band names were just like, dude, that was a good...
There was probably like default band name.
What was the one that I found out fucking like yesterday or the day before? The lead singer of the Gorillaz. He was in one of those Blur. And Blur. I had no fucking idea.
Oh, woo!
But once I heard it, I was like,
song number 2, yeah.
Windmill,
that is one of those when you find a... That's one of those, like, when you find that out, you're like, oh, I can't not hear it now. I got my head
But I love
checked.
It wasn't easy. Yeah.
We're just going to do songs.
I just gave him a British accent.
He's British.
Yeah, but like British people don't sing with British accents, which has always blown my mind. I don't understand.
Yeah, they do.
Why doesn't really Ozzy doesn't have a British accent when he sings. Freddie Mercury, no British accent.
Yeah, but you can hear like alliterations that they say.
No, they all just sound American, which proves to you that like we have like anytime
but
somebody British
is.
But like anytime you say to British people, you're like, yeah, dude, American is right. Like British, you guys speak wrong. Like, we were here first. So like, then why don't you sing like that? Why do you sing the way that we talk?
We get to say it.
Yeah, exactly.
We get the credit if we won the war.
It's our go now.
But I also think that do you not remember the beats?
Oh, yeah, but I mean that was
like ehoo. I'm talking to you. Like that's pretty British.
I mean, the Beatles didn't even really sound British.
The Beatles sounded so British.
We all live in a yellow submarine. It's not yellow submarine. It's not.
Well, they didn't like.
They're from Liverpool.
British.
Help! I need somebody. Help! Not just anybody. That's not what they say.
Mother Mary, but like the way he like says Mother Mary is like British.
Can we like every once? Yeah, one word will come through in it, but they don't sing.
What I'm saying, like you can tell the accent. You can tell the accent.
Blackbird singing in the dead of night. I want to cover every Beatles song and sing it with bad British imprint, like
the Beatles, but if they did it more British.
Exactly. I want to hold your hand.
Let it be. Let it be. Let it be. Let it be.
Oi, let it be, you prick.
Hey, Jude. Hey, oi. Oi, Jude.
Oi, Jude. That's what it would be. Oh, Jude, my God.
Jude, you fucking bird.
Dude, which reminds me, I saw a license plate yesterday. It just said tosser. I was like, what the fuck? I tried to take a picture and send it to my buddy, but I couldn't take a picture in time.
Wait, is that like, yeah, you fucking tosser, you. It's always funny to hear.
Wanker!
Wanker's good. Wanker's very overused. So.
Yeah, but like, if used right, it's perfect. Like, that was one of my favorite parts of Ted Lasso. It's just people yelling at him in the first wanker.
Yeah, that's good.
It's great.
One British word I don't like is bollocks. Oh, it's bollocks. Bollocks. I'm like, but come on, like bullshit's way cooler than bollocks.
Yeah, but like it's if it's used correctly. Like you've seen Green Street Hooligans, right?
Yes.
So when they're in there and he's trying to get, of course, yeah. When he's trying to initially convince them that the Karate Kid was based on his life, and the one guy just goes, bollocks, bollocks. I think about that like once a week, and I just start laughing. It's like that and New Boot Goofin' from 911 are the things that just constantly pop up in my fucking head.
I think about the puppet scene in Forgetting Sarah Marshall quite a bit. That's one that lives in my mind rent free. Everybody, if you want, like this would be a fun exercise. Just at Pass the Gravy Pod, just like tweet us like a scene from a movie that lives rent free in your head. And if you want to give us the quote from the part of the movie, just find it on YouTube, attach it, and just tweet us. Because like that is like one of the funny things when you like know like somebody's lingo from some shit like that. Like if you got the Beats reference, you watch Doug. Some people didn't get that. Robert didn't get that. Robert, would you have a movie scene that like lives rent free in your head? Like sometimes like you just think about it, you quote it. I don't know. No,
I don't think so.
You've seen 8 movies, so
no, I've seen a lot of movies.
Not Mr. Stark. Goodbye, Mr. Stark. Disappear, dust.
I feel like those movies are only like comedies that you can quote, and the old comedies. Like I'm just like, I don't want to watch those old comedies.
Oh my God, I bet Robert considers Anchorman an old comedy.
It is an old comedy.
It is.
Like, it is, but like it is. I mean, it's what, 15 years old at this point, but like.
But it's in high def. You can watch it in high def. You know, like Caddyshack, that looks old. Anchorman doesn't really look old.
What year was Anchorman?
Anchorman came out.
2006.
I would say 2005 because I think it was basically the entirety of our sophomore year was just our guys in our grade. All we did was just walk back and forth quoting Anchorman at each other. That's all we did.
There's Anchorman and Chappelle's Show quotes. It's like a meme I feel like I've seen where it's like that was what we did before memes. It was just we yelled Chappelle's Show. What, bitch? What? I'm Rick James, bitch. How about you and your friends versus me and the revolution?
Like I can't count how many times you just be walking down the hallway.
Was. That was every sophomore conversation.
Darkness.
And so now you know how old we are and what our references were. But yeah, I guess my big thing was if you haven't looked at the Black Knight satellite and you want to kill some time, that's go look that up and then get into space debris. It was like a little like, oh, I want to learn about space debris. And then there's like a website where you can see all the shit that just kind of floats around. I'm pretty sure I've used it for a segment for my morning show before. But it's kind of cool. You can just see like all the identified shit just floating around. Can't see the Black Knight satellite on it though. But what'd you guys bring in for the Precome segment? Also, other than the fact that Earthbound is a store that people said that they remembered, that really brought some memories up to some people last week.
I've got two. One of them, I was sitting around just wasting time on a phone game yesterday, and I had the thought, I bet if somebody did a study, I bet that people that consistently or regularly play phone games, I bet there's a correlation that they have a lower IQ than people that don't. And like I said, I'm a person that does it. I just feel like it's so, they're all just time wasters and it just shuts your brain off and it's mind-numbingly stupid. That can't be good for your brain. Like it's gotta.
What if it's like a puzzle game?
If you go, even puzzle games, they're not though. Like yeah, it's a puzzle.
You're training your brain to problem solve.
Like I played that stupid King one. It's like I don't even know what it's called. I've played it for like 5 fucking years now, where the king gets trapped in shit. You see the commercials all the time, but it's basically Candy Crush. But even those, like, you just play it, you go, oh, I ran out. Okay, restart. You just keep doing it over. You don't put a lot of thought into it. You're just like, eventually I'll get it right. It's not like you're actually trying to solve puzzles.
What about, like, the Wordle?
It's just mind-numbing bullshit.
Like, people do that every day, and that's, like, a brain game.
Yeah, like, I mean, it's certain games. Like, I bet something like the New York Times one is supposedly good. And there are ones that are, like, supposed to help. Now, and forget about the ads where it's like, if you can complete level 6, you have a 180 IQ. That's just a lie, and the Better Business Bureau should fucking take them down. That's bullshit. But I don't know. It was just a thought I had. I was sitting there just. I think about that a lot lately.
180 IQ confirmed. Signed.
I do love now that on, those ads will pop up on Twitter, and now there's a community note underneath it that's just like, yeah, this isn't at all what the video game is like. This is just a complete bullshit ad. None of this actually happens in the game.
Dude, I saw that. It was like, it is not free to sign up. You have to create an account and insert however, like $5 to $10, blah, 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 blah. But your first game is free.
I saw one. It was on like
that really like they paid for those ads. And they're just being like, hey, no, that's true.
It's that solitaire game where it's like you can earn real cash and blah blah, and it's always like some girl like, I made $600 my first week playing this, in the community note was like, no, like you're actually not going to make any money doing this, and it will take a little bit of money to get started, and then the payouts that you get never equal what you could put into it. I was like, God damn, they're just fucking their business plan right in the face. It's great.
I always wonder, there's like it's on ESPN sometimes, but sometimes on Comedy Central, and it's like Deal Dash or something along the lines of that. And it'll always just, it's like they used to have like the same 5 or 6 like people that would speak on it each time, and it would always just be like old people like, I got these Bluetooth headphones for just $6. I got this luggage set for $11. I got this with this. And then some lady's just sitting in a chair. She's like, and shipping's always free. And then they just like updated it with like a new crop of people. And it was like was like older stuff though. It was like, I got this Amazon Alexa for just a nickel. And I was like, there's no way you're getting it for that unless you're having to like do one of those rebates.
No, I found out what it is on those.
Rebates are a real thing like that.
So like you'll bid and you might get your iPad for, $25 or whatever it is, but it's every bid that you place, and like it'll only go up 10 cents at a time. Every bid you place, you pay per bid, and then you pay the total amount. So like, yeah, the total amount might have been $25, but you bid 67 times, like 50 cents at a time, whatever it is. So the what it actually cost you was like $160, but you don't think I got it for $6. Yeah, but you paid 32 times because you kept just trying to one up it by 10 cents. That's how they get you in those. Remember when I found that out, I was like, that's brilliant and shiesty as fuck at the same time.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. Have you ever seen Nathan For You?
Only bits.
Oh yeah. There's the one where he does the rebate on gas, and it was the greatest thing ever. Where he just you get the gas is like $5. And then they just had to take the rebate coupon or go get the rebate coupon and take it to him. And he had to like make him like bus 2 hours away, climb up a mountain, do all these obstacles, camp out overnight. And it was like, no, fuck this shit. But it would always show like how much money these people were saving, and the people that were like going out of their way to save stuff like got like $17 back. And you're like, not worth it. not worth it, dude. I would have just been like, you can have my $17, bro. But like, I love like ideas like that. We're like, yeah, that definitely works. I remember cell phones were always that way. My dad would always like, don't you fucking lose that rebate. Send it to me give it to me right now. When I was growing up, so that you could send it back, pay off part of the phone.
Yeah, they make their money on people like me. I will never do the rebate. I'm not going to take the time to do that. Even if it takes me 5 minutes and all I have to do is go to the UPS store and put a shipping label on it. Yeah, I'm not doing that.
So I don't do Amazon returns.
The other thing I had, and I think this could be one of the best ideas I've ever had. I think it could be a gangbuster for us. T-shirts, but it just says Team Sock. And it's, if you're one of the guys that jacks off into socks, you're just like, dude, I'm Team Sock. Me and my GM were talking about it. Like, I don't know, somehow it came up, and he was like, I don't know, somebody was like, dude, I bet you just come in your underpants. He's like, no, dude, I'm a sock guy. And I turned to him, I go, Team Sock. And we high-fived. I was like, wait a minute, T-shirt idea. And then we can also spin it off, Robert. Like, we could sit there and we can make them for women too. It'll be like Team Toy or like Team Hand.
You think people are going to walk around advertising that? That's my only.
My GM.
And Pat called me about this last night, and I was like, I like where you're going. It's just one of those where it's like, I don't know.
We could have our own.
I don't know if you're gonna wear that out in public with the fam.
You're not gonna wear it, but you'll wear it with your buddies, or you'll wear it around the house. Do you have any idea how many shirts I've bought over the years that I was just like, oh, I'm not gonna wear this in public, but I'll wear the fuck of that around the house. Team Sock, I think, would be a great one. Or team I blow in my underwear and then just fall back asleep. That one's a little wordy, but I know one person in particular that I would buy it for.
Extremely.
Yeah,
wordy.
it's just that's one person that I know that does that, so I want to make that shirt and make them wear it. But we could have like a whole team, like I said, the women want, but we could do it for everything. Like Team Sit or Team Stand for people that wipe. Which, by the way, if you're Team Stand, you're a fucking psychopath. Your butt cheeks closed as you stand up. I'm pretty sure we've covered this. Unless you're like standing and holding one cheek open and wiping, you're like, okay, well, just don't do that. It's fucking crazy. But I think we could start a whole like team line of different things. But I think Team Sock is.
We would have to start with one. We would have to throw out Team Sock.
And it's a conversation starter. So, people like, what does that mean? You're like, oh, I come in socks. And then who doesn't want to talk to that guy?
I can think of a few people, maybe.
Oh my God. Imagine how great it would be if you went on a first date and you were wearing your Team Sock shirt and she shows up and she's wearing Team Toy. I mean, fucking match made in heaven.
Match made in heaven. You listen to Pass the Gravy? Okay, Robert, hear me out. Here's the idea for this shirt. Let's throw it out there. as maybe a trial run. Can we do a limited edition run? This will be like we put it up for like 2 weeks, maybe.
Yeah, we can do that.
Or like couple's Halloween costume idea. The guy's shirt just says Team Sock, and then the woman's shirt just says the sock.
She just dresses as a sock.
Oh, okay, that's better. It's better if she dresses as a sock. But I don't know.
Sock.
The shirt that just says the sock would be funny too.
You know how like the White Sox had those like old school, like the throwbacks? Just like make it a black shirt. It's got like a diamond in on like the right corner, just like it would be like one of like the chest shirts, and then it would just have the sock on it, and then on the back the name would just be Team Sock.
I just had a great idea. So eventually when you and Emma want to start trying to have kids, how great of a pregnancy announcement would it be if you had a shirt on that said Team Sock and she wore a shirt that just said the sock?
Probably not the best baby announcement.
I think that would be hilarious.
To you. Yeah.
Yeah. Everything I do is to make myself laugh.
Great.
Oh, what? Like, why? Well, you think your parents don't realize that you're going to come in her to make her pregnant? Everyone knows. At least they're just going to make a joke about it.
It's like those pregnancy announcements where it's like 2 scoops of mommy and 1 pump from daddy equals 1 big sister. And you're like, you fucking okay. You posted that on your social. You posted that online to the world.
You just said daddy was a 2-pump chump. Okay, great.
Yeah, neat. Hey, he's a fisher. You can let him go.
Oh, look at the show off who lasts 2 pumps. Ooh.
Think you're better than me?
Or like, for a pregnancy one, team left it in.
There would definitely be people that bought it.
Team raw dog.
I feel like, what number would the back of the shirt be? Would the jersey number be? Maybe 69?
It's not a jersey. It's just a shirt.
Yeah, but it would be like a shirt that looks like a jersey. A jersey.
I was honestly thinking
because the last name would be funny if it just said Team Sock. Because like when you're walking up to somebody, they just think you have like a knockoff White Sox jersey. But then they're like, Team Sock, what? Oh no, this team. And then you could play it off if like you had people that would be like, what the fuck? You'd be like, oh, I'm just it was a softball team I played on.
In my mind, I was honestly just picturing black shirt, white lettering right on the front. Just announce it to the world what you're about.
That'd be a sick White Sox jersey to like customize, like just Team Sock.
Dude, dude, you could make Team Feet for all the foot fetish guys.
And it would just have the Colorado Avalanche old foot logo or North Carolina's foot logo.
It's not bad.
There you go. You just had to spin it off. Just drop down those ideas. We'll brainstorm. We'll brainstorm. I vote.
Let us know how many of you would buy the Team Sock.
How many do we have to sell to allow him to keep it in the store? Because I feel like we're not going to sell more than 10, right? Like 10 people aren't buying that shirt.
Yeah, I don't imagine more than 10 would buy it.
I don't either. But that being said, you kept Paskers in the shop for like 3 years when it was literally just me that bought it.
Yeah, it just kind of took up a lot of space in the store.
Like
this is a new improved store. We want it to be better. PaskGreatMerch.com.
Team something. I think the team line could do well. Limited
Team
releases.
Sock is funny on the back of the shirt. That's like an old like Abercrombie move. Remember when they like that used to be a thing? It was just like T-shirts that then like had like a number and a like I had one that said "Born to Lose" on it, and I thought it was so cool. I was like, I don't even know what it means. It means I'm a Giants fan.
The more I think about it,
but then they
also Team Sock just seems like a sock that like a bunch of minor leaguers take turns coming in because they're all broken. And
probably Rangers minor leaguers. They take turns jerking each other off in.
Definitely the Rangers.
When they're not celebrating with champagne for losing the division, they're jerking each other off into socks.
They don't call her.
We can make an alternate version of just Rangers colors. It's just the Rangers font from their jersey. It just says Team Sock.
You get it for the cleat chasers on the team?
On the back.
On the Team Sock.
In the back, it just says Jizz Boys.
What's her name from Bull Durham? Millie? She was the Team Sock.
That D on that Bull Durham hat stood for something else, too.
Tell you what, she liked to grab the bull by the horns.
She was dealing with a few bulls in Durham, wasn't she? All right, Robert.
I'm loving today.
Precome segment.
That much. I mean, what did
He's
I
like,
go
I don't
after
want to
all
follow
that?
that.
Like, yeah, what I say? The emergency alert thing went off today. People were freaking out about it. People, had their jokes. That was I guess, an interesting 2-5 minutes of the internet.
Were you concerned that you got you're a vaxxer? So were you kind of worried that fuck, what if I turned to a zombie?
Yeah, if it activated me.
Yeah, you became a Manchurian candidate.
I had my worries, but I think everything is brains and just brains.
It's fun when that happens and you're in a restaurant because you hear the first one go off and the next 5 minutes is just going to be, okay, who's got the slowest phone?
Yeah. Is that what happened?
Dude, yeah. It's just one guy's goes off and then another 10 seconds later, then you'll wait 45 seconds and another one goes off, then another a minute later, then another, then another, then another. And it's God damn it, everyone silence your fucking phones. How many of you don't have your phones on vibrate? Which is
I had mine on vibrate and it still made this sound. It still makes this sound if you have Amber Alerts. That's why I turned them off.
Oh, that's what I meant. Yeah, turning off the Amber. We used to pay money to have individual ringtones for everyone we know, and now we lose our fucking minds if anybody's phone makes a noise.
I still have individual ringtones for a few people.
My phone's just on silent all the time.
I mean, Emma. I think that's it.
The only time I have the sound on my phone is if I'm cooking or doing something with my hands and they're going to be dirty, I'll turn the sound on my phone if I'm expecting a call. So I'm if it goes off, I can hear it and I won't miss. Other than that, my phone's on silent at all times.
Mine's usually on silent, but I feel sometimes I'll leave. If I'm just doing nothing, I'll leave it on.
Is silent different than vibrate?
Well, I mean, vibrate is what I meant. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Because if you have it on,
you keep your phone,
don't have it on vibrate, you're a fucking psycho.
Yeah, that's it. That's an insane person move. You don't want to have any. You obviously that's just do not disturb. Just put it on do not disturb.
I can see girls not leaving it on vibrate because I do remember in high school I was in my friend's car and her phone buzzed and she almost drove off the fucking road because she had it between her legs.
I'm in late in life vibrate guy. I
swear to God, it happened.
I've only started leaving it on vibrate the past year.
Yeah, vibrate's the way to go.
You just straight up silent guy?
No, I had it on vibrate. No, I had it on noise.
Oh, okay.
That's what I prefer.
Okay.
Well, I think it might be when you're a kid.
That makes sense. I think it's normal to have it on. It makes sense to have it on because you hear it. I always will leave my phone other places too. So if I have it on vibrate, then I'll just fuck, I didn't hear it. I have a watch that also rings when my phone rings. So that's kind of a cheat code.
It might be something when you're a kid, you have the sound on, but once you're in the workforce and you're an adult, you turn the sound off because you don't want your phone fucking making noise every 5 minutes while you're at work. It's got to be off. It can't just be making noise all day. Because it's disturbing not just to you and distracting, it's disturbing to other people. Can you imagine if you worked in a cubicle and the guy next to you just left the sound on his phone and had a bunch of friends? That shit's going to be going off all day. It's going to drive you insane. I think as an adult, the responsible thing to do is put it on vibrate. Until you get really old, then the sound has to be on.
When you're in a group chat, like when you have, if you have a bunch of people in a group, like say you have like 5 or 6 to 10 guys in a group, and like you don't have it on mute, that's insane to me. That's an insane.
Oh, you've got to mute the chat.
I have like AirPods have like a feature on them where they'll read the text to you sometimes, and I hate when the group chat fires off and I'm like walking my dog, listening to a podcast or listening to music, and it'll be like, text message from Pat to you, so-and-so, 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 and 6 others. Fuck you, bitch ass. Text message from Robert to Pat, you, Robert, so-and-so, 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 and so-and-so. Don't say that, Pat. Text message from, so I'm like, God fucking damn it, guys, stop it right now. And then I'll like mute it, and then it like the next time another one comes in, I'm like, fucking stop. Pat sent a video to you, so-and-so, 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 and so-and-so. And then sometimes you have the group named, Robert. We don't get to have that.
That's what. Yeah, you gotta name the group. Bubble. Yeah, fucking Android.
I can name it on my end. Not my fault.
I could see Robert being an android the more I think about it. Like, Robert might not be real. Like, maybe was Robert the guy in the back of the plane? That motherfucker's not real. Do we know where Robert was when that video was taken?
Robert doesn't fly.
We don't know that. How much do we really know about Robert?
I don't fly.
I told you. See, I know Robert.
Robert is a mystery wrapped in an enigma. All right.
For the most part, he watches no. I know we like if we had to put a bio for Robert, kind of want the website if we can.
I think it's just
like, don't give me or Pat a bio. Just give Robert a bio, Jesse. If you update the website next time, just be like, Robert Barbosa, producer, Pass the Gravy podcast. Watched 12 movies, has a brother, and has never been on an airplane.
I don't know that he has a brother. He might have made that motherfucker up.
He does have a brother. I've met his brother. We sang karaoke with him. You weren't at it.
Crisis actor.
They look similar.
Here's what I know about Robert. He's with Sam, and that corner of his room looks like that. That's it. That's what I know about Robert. Everything else.
I remember it was last week. I was telling Robert that like Rod on the morning show is giving me shit because he was like asking about your siblings. He's like, does Robert have a sister? I was like, I don't think so. I know he has a brother, maybe 2, but I know he has 1 brother. I don't think he has a sister. And he's like, how do you not know? You done this podcast with this guy for how long? I was like, a while. Robert keeps to himself, man. I don't make Robert tell me his whole life story. Robert hears enough about me. Sometimes he doesn't even want to talk to me.
That's the other thing is not only do I not like, I wouldn't ask anybody about their personal lives because I don't want to know. I don't care. It's just more I've got so much useless information stored up in my brain. I don't need personal lives clouding my random Packers facts from 1994. You know?
Yeah.
I know nothing about people that I've worked with for 9 years. Legit 9 years. And there was one woman that I worked with, had no idea she had kids until one day her daughter came on and she does all of our baking. I was like, Linda, I swear to God, I had no idea you had children.
Have you ever met somebody's kids, but they didn't know their parents' name, but you had been working with their parents for years? Like, I've had that happen where you're like, oh no, I'm so-and-so's daughter. I'm like, oh yeah. Love them. Oh, that's fucking so-and-so. Oh shit. Okay. I was like, hey, did you know her is this?
See, that's the good thing about the restaurant.
I've had that happen, but you feel so lucky because you can just play it off. You're like, yeah, I totally knew her name already. Definitely wasn't. Like, you don't have people that you just email but never see face to face. Like, I have people like that where it's like, oh, okay, so you're the one sending me the emails. Got it. Face to the name. Like, I feel like Robert probably deals with that too. And then you finally meet them in like a public setting, and you're like, oh, okay. Didn't think you looked like that.
I had no idea, who you were. But I talk to you every day.
But I hate introducing myself. Like, no, we email each other like 12 times a day. I'm like, no, it was a joke. It was a prank. Gotcha.
It's nice in the restaurant because, like, if I'm not sure of somebody's name, let's be like, hey, Papa, can I get just call everyone Papa and Mama. That's it. I don't know why we do it. I don't know if everyone in the restaurant does this. I feel like See, that's the weird thing. I've only ever worked in this restaurant. So all of my bases, and we are fucking weird. We do not do things like other restaurants do it. So I feel like there's a lot of things that I think are regular in restaurants that are just strictly just ours. And it doesn't make sense.
That sounded like every restaurant or job ever is like, we do things a little different around here.
Oh, dude, we're a fucking shit show.
Have you been to you've been here before? Yeah. Okay, well, then we do things a little different than other restaurants. What? Like,
no, now
bring it out to I get you. I like when you do that at like a Texas Roadhouse. Have you ever been here before? Okay, well, let me tell you. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna bring you out some appetizers. Then you're gonna get a chance to look at the menu, order some drinks. We'll bring you those. You can eat them at the end. We'll bring you the bill. You can pay it. So like every restaurant ever. Got it. Thanks, man, for describing this unique restaurant.
One that really fucked me up was like, it was actually before the bear, but the bear really sunk it in when they're like corner. We've always just been like through. I'm like, fuck, are we supposed to be saying corner? I'm like, fuck. That's what really made me start doubting. I was like, I don't know if everything that I've learned in this restaurant is a lie. Like, if I worked anywhere else, they'd be like, I thought you said you had 9 years restaurant experience. I think I fucking do. We're not like everyone else. That's why we like to joke. Our unofficial motto is "It's not good, it's Jonathan's." It can mean something very good or something very bad. It's just we do our own shit.
I always would joke about opening up Dave's Decent Deli, and it's like, look, it's not gonna be great, but it's okay. It's okay. It's just reasonably priced
the job
food.
Done.
It tastes adequate, not great, but not terrible.
It's going to fill your stomach, and you'll be okay.
Mediocre meal. Mike's Mediocre Meals.
Is that a spinoff from Dave's Delicious Diner? Or
that's
no, Decent Diner? Sorry.
Dave's Decent Deli.
Deli, damn it.
That's the non-deli side.
That's the frozen. It's like the prepackaged frozen meals that you find in Walmart. That's the Mike's Mediocre Meals.
And they also have Bill's Better Than Nothing Bakery. It's like, bread's kind of stale. But hey, better than nothing. You got bread, don't you?
The croissant isn't the best I've ever had.
We don't throw it out to the ducks. Some of it's got mold on it, but if you dig through enough, you'll be able to get it. It's pretty cheap.
Hey, you have a little
$1 bread bin.
Sometimes things get a little trippy, all right? It's
give
and take. Sometimes you shit your pants, sometimes you trip balls. Who knows?
There you go.
Call it chances.
Boom. I like that.
That sounds like a restaurant. I was like, we make everything with a lot of cream, so it might be delicious. You might shit your pants. You gotta take a chance.
Pat, before we move on to the Comeback Kids segment, we tell everybody about our good friends at Southern Star Brewing Company. Since you're drinking at Southern Star, right?
Bro, and I came ready today. I brought my bombshells up. I got the Oktoberfest. I've already down to Southern Brunch. You know what? I got to find it. I got to search. They brought back the Blood Belt. The Blood Belt was the first Southern Star beer I ever had with them. I'm sure somewhere along the years I'd had a bombshell before that, but it's the one that made me fall in love with them. And you will
always remember your first love. You always remember your first love, Pat.
Oh, God.
That was the bombshell for me. Well, I'll never forget my first bombshell.
I'll never forget why I fell in love with it, because I had it. I was like, I'm not really is a blood orange ale. I was like, I don't like fruited beers. I never have. Like all those, you throw it in, you're like, just give me a fucking beer. I had that one. I was like, holy shit. I did not know beer could taste like that when you add flavoring into it. But that's what Southern Star does. They just find great way. They take great beers and they make them better by doing it their way. It's what they do at Southern Star. And you'll fall in love too. Get your ass up there to the brewery. Or you can't make it to the brewery. Just go to your local H-E-B Kroger. Go to the beer section. They got a good little selection in there. They're always going to have this, the Bombshell Blonde. They're always going to have the Buried Hatchet, which, we're getting that time of year. Cold weather's coming. It's not going to be like 3 months in Texas, but it's coming. And there's not many better things in cold weather than a nice dark beer. That's your buried hatchet right there. But until then, get yourself a Southern brunch, mimosa in a can, basically. It's fucking phenomenal. Get yourself the personal favorite of the podcast, the strawberry blonde. Absolutely amazing. No matter what you're into, they're going to find one for you. They always have something in season going on that you're going to like. If you really want to get out there, get up to the brewery. They've got test batches going on constantly. There's always in their beer fridge. There's always some that you can't find in stores, and it doesn't necessarily make it into stores, but they've got it there. Great beer all around. There's gonna be at least one you like. We always say, they'll find one you like. Bullshit. They're gonna find 7 you like. But then you'll get to leave with one. Get yourself a growler. Are they still doing growlers? I feel like they still do the growlers.
Yep, the growlers and to go.
Yeah. I was gonna say, bring them a growler. I'm sure they'll do it for you regardless, even if they stop. One way or the other, they're gonna find beer that you like. They're gonna find beer that you love. They make beer for people that like beer, and they make beer for people that don't like beer. It's that good. I don't like beer. Guess what? Bam, you love that one, don't you?
Southern Star Brewing Company, guys.
North Fraser Street.
Go check them out. Up there. Tell them PTG sent you. Take a picture of you by the flag we got hanging in the tap room, and let them know you're part of the Gravy Gang. They'll hook you up. Go on the tour. Do the tour. 3525 North Fraser Street up in Conroe. If you're drinking a Southern Star, tag them. They're at Southern Star BC and at Southern Star Brewing Co. on Twitter and Instagram. Let them know you're supporting the people supporting the podcast. Southern Star Brewing Company, the official sponsor of the Comeback Kid segment.
It's the Comeback Kid. The Comeback Kid of the week. The Comeback Kid of the week. Bitch.
All right, our first Comeback Kid this week is Spooky Season, baby. Spooky Season is back. Ooh. Robert, you don't feel like you're in the Spooky Season spirit? Yeah, he's in the Spooky spirit.
He's like, I'm wearing a black shirt. What else do you want?
That'd be a good shirt for Spooky Season. It's just a black shirt with orange letters. It says Spooky SZN SPRT. Spooky Season spirit.
Stay on brand, Team Spooky. I'm gonna railroad these team shirts. It's gonna happen. Or just Team SZN. I'm a fan of SZNs.
I like SZNs. Yeah, we're very seasonal guys. And yeah, you can't say season like I said earlier. You have to say season. That's when you're spelling it with a Z. Yeah. It's Spooky Season. I always hate on the people that go a little too early. You're good to go now. Go off, kings and queens. Go off. Go get your Halloween stuff. Watch all the movies. I mean, you were allowed to do whatever the fuck you wanted, but I could say it's too early until now, and now I cannot say that. And it also, since it's October, means that it's Daily Dose of David Pumpkins every single day, and now there's 2 David Pumpkin skits from SNL. Maybe I'll alternate them up. I've only been going with the OG one so far for the last 4 days, but I've been tweeting out at Alex J Middleton. I'll retweet it from Past Gray Pod when I remember to do that. But yeah, David S. Pumpkins.
Hopefully, we'll get a new one.
Any questions?
Maybe they'll give us a new one this year.
Writer's strike. But no, they don't have a writer's strike anymore,
it's over. It's over.
Is the other one over?
What other one?
There's like the SAG.
The actor one, yeah.
That's over too?
That one's not over yet.
There was 2? I thought it was just the writers.
Yeah.
Fuck it, put the writers on screen. Dude, half the writers are actors anyway. Like the head writer for SNL
Saw
is fucking Michael Che.
Strike. Saw ended the strike. SAG is still on the strike. And so
that's the Screen Actors Guild. So why are the late night shows coming back? They're on screen. So they're just not going to have any actors on the show?
And they have writers.
Really?
They have writers.
Really? So you're telling me Jimmy Fallon doesn't do bits on his show? That's not acting?
He's a host.
Jimmy Kimmel doesn't.
Actor, though.
Jimmy Kimmel doesn't, or James Corden doesn't act like a good guy.
He's not taking a role. That's his job. His job is to host that show, not to act out a character.
I mean, Stephen Colbert wasn't acting the whole time he was doing Colbert Report.
But now he's not.
They're all acting.
But let's also put it this way: you're not acting right now either.
Well, I'm not, but I'm just a piece of shit. Like, people would think this
He's
is
also
like,
not in the guild. He's not in the guild.
Pat plays it up. He's not actually that much of an ignorant asshole. No, I fucking am. I'm a piece of shit. It's just, can't get fired from my job. Family-owned restaurant. Boy, no corporate structure.
You really just made like the Kevin James face without like fully intending to, but it just came out.
Did you see, what was it, Maryland used it to try and ice the kicker on the other team last weekend?
Yeah.
It's fucking great.
It didn't work.
Hey, only 60% of the time it works every time. There's another 40 out there.
My favorite one I've seen so far is it was Rose from Titanic opening up the drawings that Jack did. I posted it on our socials, but it was just like, instead of looking at like his French girls, it was Kevin James sketched. And
no, I mean,
it's great.
So
that. It still just
not
pops up, and I tried to do the entire Giants game with just Kevin James memes. Like, all my reactions are just Kevin James memes. I now have a whole folder in my phone that is just Kevin James stock photos. So like, I could probably reply to just about any situation with Kevin James meme or just photo. But then I just get really sad, so I stopped doing that and got more suicidal. But that's where the shifted during that.
I think we both had the same thing. Like, later. Thursday, you didn't text me during the game, and Sunday, I didn't text you during the game. We both knew neither one of us was having a good time.
Yep.
That was bad. Yeah. But
some not chill went down those days.
So what you're telling me is this whole 5-month-long strike ended, and they made a big deal about it ending. And they're like, oh, great, late nights coming. And that's it? Only late nights coming back because the actors are still striking?
Yes.
Yeah.
What the fuck are they striking for? It was the writers that were getting fucked out of the streaming deals and shit. Actors
they want
just show
money.
Up.
But they want I don't fucking know. I'm not gonna pretend to know SAG issues. Like, also, like, the American auto workers are fucking striking, and like that could really fuck up the economy. And we just are like, but the actors need to be acting more. I want more episodes of the new Frasier. We don't need to have cars that we can buy.
That's 2 more shirts we can make: Team Union and Team Anti-Union, and I'll buy the anti. I understand unions do good things. Blah, blah. Here's the thing: if we're going to get rid of unions, we also need to institute the purge, so that when inevitably the people at the top of the rung start fucking over their workers more, end of the year, we come and find you and kill you. Pay us good wages, you don't die. Seems like a pretty good fucking trade-off to me.
But like,
and then we just don't have to deal with union bullshit anymore.
Security and good defenses.
I don't know if you know this, Robert, but the American public is allowed to arm themselves. So if you have 10,000 employees and you piss them off with bad wages, I don't know how much security you can buy.
So we'll get you to the private islands.
We'll get you.
Yep, that one. I like.
Okay, well, like private islands have no laws.
Pat's brain sometimes.
Robert
and I both kind of looked at each other, and we're just like, let him cook a little bit. Let him cook.
Seriously, in 2 weeks, something will piss me off, and I'll come on here and just be like, dude, we need to fucking unionize this shit. My brain changes like with my mood. I don't fucking know what I'm talking about.
But I would love Pat to explain, like, run us through the process of unionization and everything like that, and all the pros and cons.
See, here's all it is.
Like, yeah, I don't know. I already had my thoughts out on it, and now they're done.
I remember how I got here. Why I'm so mad at unions right now is because of Angel Hernandez. He's such a bad umpire, but the umpire union is so strong that they can't do anything about it, and they just keep letting him work. And that's what made me angry at unions this week. That's what it was. Like I said, next week I might be fine with unions. I don't fucking know, but right now they suck. Also, if we had the purge, we could kill Angel Hernandez. Hey, like Farva from Super Troopers. You know I'm not a pro-union guy, Cap. Somebody's going to stand up for the tens of us that hate unions.
I think there's more people that hate unions than just tens of people.
Yeah, I need to look into it. I almost said
enough
never
about
mind
either.
libertarians, but I don't know if libertarians are anti or pro-union, so I can't really make that claim yet. I feel like
the unions are also back this spooky season. While we're in the unions, you want to explain the whole Trevor Bauer situation? No, I'm just kidding. We're not talking about Trevor Bauer. We're not talking about Trevor Bauer. We're not talking about Trevor Bauer.
I mean, she lied.
But speaking of killing,
I know.
Tupac.
Speaking of killing, Tupac back because they found his murderer or the guy that was responsible for the murder. So he may not have pulled the trigger, but he orchestrated the murder, which was a drive-by murder, which seems like it wasn't that orchestrated, where it's just like, go, just found him, saw him, get him. Like is that orchestrated? I mean, it's like when we drive and we see him, we'll get him.
I mean, Charles Manson didn't pull the trigger either. Didn't mean he wasn't responsible.
True, fair point. But
Bin Laden didn't fucking fly the plane, but he was still in charge.
But it's like you had all like you had all the myths as like, oh, dude, was like Suge Knight really the one that was responsible for it? Like I never once was like, it was Dwayne Keith Davis. It was that guy. It's like, oh, okay, that's just a guy I don't know. That makes it less exciting. 27 years later, like I want to know. Cafe
I mean, it says
he was a rapper at one point.
All the way back in 1998, he was telling people, "Yeah, I was shotgun in the car that where they fired and killed Tupac," and the police were just like, we're not going to look into it. Fuck it." Everything that I've learned tells me that police in the 90s just didn't care if black people got shot. They just were like, we're not going to put too many resources on this one. Feels like very minimal police work. It feels like very minimal police work should have wrapped this shit up by like 1999.
You guys seen this Rodney King shit? You guys seen this Rodney King shit? Ridiculous. Ridiculous.
Yeah, police are much better now. They don't do that shit anymore.
Good thing we cleaned it all up.
Yeah. Hey, you know what? It would probably be better if
that stuff never happens these days.
We didn't have police unions. They want to keep the bad apples around. That's all I'm saying.
That's what it is. It's the police unions. It's police unions. Now we can get canceled by both sides today.
Fuck them all. Ooh, team fuck them all. There you go.
Team fuck them all. Team fuck them all. Speaking of killings being a comeback this week, OJ Simpson also back because he was at the Bills game, and I think that's the first game in Buffalo he's been to since the whole out of jail thing. So like the second time at least, because I know he was kind of under house arrest and was not allowed to leave the state and stuff like that. But I know Pat did bet them on his PTG picks, which you can see every Friday and Sunday morning. We post them on at Gravy Gambles. We will share them to the Passive Gravy socials as well. But Pat picked the Dolphins as his favorite. We pick a favorite, an underdog, and an over.
No, they were the dog.
And Pat picked
they were the dog.
Were they the dog? Okay, so Pat picked the Dolphins as his underdog. And
that didn't go well.
I was like, I might ride with Pat, and I was scrolling on Twitter as I was like looking at bets and stuff, putting them in, and I saw OJ's like, "What's up, y'all? What's up, Twitter world? It's OJ here." And I was like, fucking, he's at the game. Oh, so I'm here to watch my Buffalo Bills in person, and I'm feeling really good about this. The Dolphins, I mean, you know what they say, speed kills. And I was like, he said speed kills. The guy that allegedly stabbed 2 people to death said speed kills. Kind of funny there. It was kind of funny.
Yeah, I
didn't wearing Isis Hunter gloves also would have been hilarious. But I was like, OJ is at the Bills game. No fucking way they lose. No fucking way. I didn't know the juice was loose. I put a significant amount of money on the Bills right then and there with that as my logic, and they won. And it was just like, well, duh, obviously. I think I even tweeted out, I was like, Bills by 1 million. Like Bills by 1 million. Like when the juice is in the building, you're gonna let them down? I'm not.
See, that's the problem. We submit our picks, or we make them Thursday night. I didn't know the juice was going to be there.
Yeah,
I would never have picked Miami.
No, not on. I'm not shitting on you, but it was like I like to tail your picks too. even if they're preseason hockey picks and you convince me like last night. Pat was telling hey, dude,
actually,
the Red Wings play, and I was like, yeah, it's preseason. Well, yeah, but I didn't want to let you down. Okay. You gave me the puppy eyes, and I was like, yeah, buddy, okay, fine, I'll ride with you. I didn't even watch the game. I was watching Big Brother and doing a podcast, and Pat's like updating me on the scores. Like, just do it. I was like, I don't like to bet preseason games because you never know what preseason games do. He's like, come on, dude.
I lost a bunch of money. After that one lost, I kept chasing. I lost a bunch of money on preseason hockey last night. It was very dumb.
What did you text me? He sent me something in Spanish that I was like, I don't even know what this means, but I think that means it lost.
I said lo siento. It means I'm sorry.
But it was just like, let's fucking go. Okay, there's 2 goals. We need 6.5. There's 3. 4 with 3 minutes left. 5 with this much left. 6 with a minute 2. And I was like, there's no way it's gonna hit. They're just lo siento.
Well, see, I also didn't anticipate that they wouldn't really pull the goalie in preseason. I thought they were gonna do that.
But yeah. So yeah, we were talking gambling because I said I put a bunch of money on the Bills when I saw that OJ was there. Like, wild. Like, how do you not have him at all the games now? I would like him to go to a Giants game, maybe. That would be great. The Giants, not Giants-Bills in 2 weeks, but like a Giants game where he's rooting for the Giants. That'd be great.
If he jumps through a table, Buffalo will fully embrace him again. Like, yeah, he did some shit, but come on, it's OJ.
Dude, like, Halloween's coming up. It's Spooky SZN. OJ Simpson as Michael Myers jumping through a table. Tell me that's not absolutely electric.
Great. See, here, my only thing is he's old. I don't think he can really be jumping through tables anymore because he's what, like 74? Your hips can't take the ground impact. But maybe somebody makes a table out of cake. That's a big thing still, right? Making things out of cake.
Yeah, I still get lost in those. I wish I remembered the girl's name. I just followed another girl on Instagram that just like, she'll like be on the phone talking, you think, and then she just breaks the phone in half and eats a piece of it. And you're like, what? That was an iPhone. No, it was cake. But she does like the whole like acting with it, and you're just like, I thought she was about to go like trim her hedge in her front yard. And nope, those hedge clippers were just cake. The whole
What if they made an ass out of cake? So like, is it cake or cake?
Both.
Yeah.
There's no wrong answer in that.
Either way, I'll eat it.
The juice in a Michael Myers thing would be an absolutely electric thing, and I would then put money on the Bills to win the Super Bowl. I might, just because he's already been to a game.
Yeah.
This guy's literally allegedly killed somebody, killed multiple people. So like, let's not let him down, guys. He's at the game.
I mean, it's a bump in the road for Miami, but Buffalo's got to be the best team in the AFC. Chiefs have not looked good. Turns out Patrick Mahomes does still need people to throw the ball to. It can't be just Kelsey because the rest of them suck, and he hasn't looked very good this year. But yeah, dude, it looks like the Bills.
Swift could suit up. Maybe Taylor Swift could suit up and catch some passes.
I don't think she needs to. They already show her more than any other player on the field. So
yeah. But you just gotta like I'm at that point where like I don't want to complain about it, because then you just like that guy that's complaining about it. I'm just like where I'm like, okay, it happens. She's on TV. When she's on the game, you're just like, it's gonna have I'm not annoyed with Taylor Swift. I don't hate Taylor Swift. It's wild.
Not at all.
And I think a lot of it is trolling on both sides. But like, there's actual people that get in the crossfire, which is the beauty of trolling, is like you get real people that are like, you know what? I do agree. This is bullshit. First the kneeling with this Colin Capper crap, and now you got Taylor Swift, and she's at the game. I'm just trying to watch the damn Jets, and Taylor Swift's in a bot. What the fuck? Like, you get that guy, and it's like that guy gets all riled up. And I saw this whole like lady did a whole rant about like Taylor Swift. This is all a publicity ploy. This is all this because she's gonna be selling records, and obviously she's just penetrated another market. She's just able to get into another market and do this. And I'm like, bitch, shut the fuck up. Like, you like. We don't need to have a thought. We don't need to have an opinion on it. I don't care.
Yeah, like,
none of us know Travis Kelce or Taylor Swift. It doesn't fucking matter.
I mean, as long as they don't.
That's why we're not doing a whole bit just bitching about it, because I'm whatever, man.
As long as it doesn't affect the game, I don't care. don't give a shit. Like, yeah, I wish they didn't cut to her every 9 seconds, but it doesn't really bother me. I don't fucking care. I'm not a Chiefs fan. I just kind of usually have the game on the side. It's just they keep showing Taylor Swift. Okay. A little annoying, but whatever. I just hate that people are like so mad at it and over it. Like, dude, she's not even like hot. She's not even pretty. I'm like, dude, shut the fuck up. She's a tall blonde with long legs. When did that go out of style? Oh,
trying to get their take to stick out, so they have to do that stuff. But
I hate tall, skinny blondes. It's so gross. Oh, like,
but
what the fuck are you talking about?
Were funny Sunday night, and then it was just like followed up the next day, but like, I don't fucking care about Taylor Swift. Get her off my TV. And it's like, that's worse than the Taylor Swift.
I thought you said you stopped watching the NFL 3 years ago. Yeah,
well, it was prime time. I was flipping through the station. I couldn't tell if I was watching the CMAs or damn fucking football.
Actually, if they just show her, like, it'd be great if she like drops something in the booth and she kneels down to pick it up. So people go, look, Taylor Swift is kneeling at a football game. It's out of control.
That would be great. Yeah. So
hey, but you know
there's definitely like her on stage kneeling. We could definitely Photoshop that. We could definitely Photoshop
as long as they're
that.
not showing Brittany Mahomes, I think we're okay because she sucks. And we're already done with Jackson. Jackson's gone. I mean, he forced himself to be gone, but yeah.
Taylor Swift. Oh yeah, there's yep.
Lesser of two evils.
All right, that's Robert. Remind me on Sunday. What time did the Chiefs play? The Chiefs play noon. Hold on, give me a second. But yeah, OJ, great guy to have there, and that's a good vibe for the Bills. Good vibe for the Bills. Here we go.
3:25.
3:25. All right. Remind me at like 3:00. Remind me at 3:00. Is it in Minnesota?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So remind me at like 3:00 on, or like 2:45-ish. No, 3:00. The Giants will have already lost by then. So yeah, like at 3, you just be like, hey, Taylor Swift kneeling Photoshop. You should post it now. And I'll post it and be like, can you believe it? Taylor Swift taking a knee during the national anthem. And people like, somebody's going to pick it up. Somebody will. Maybe we do some numbies. And then we get the Twitter notes, the community notes. It's like, Taylor Swift is not actually at this game. This is a Photoshopped photo.
Post it from ours. Share it from Rod Ryan's show. Ask for forgiveness, not permission.
Ooh, Robert, you have access to the news one too. Robert has access to KTRH, the news radio. Be a real shame if you were like, oh, my bad. I will obviously clip this part out, cut that part out. Like this bleep this out. But like, what if like you just were like, hey, I thought I was retweeting that from my personal account. My bad. I forgot I was logged into KTRH. And then just like forgiveness, not permission. Oops. And then all of the super duper right wing people are like, what the fuck? Taylor Swift, she's against the police now?
Yeah, NFL, I hope you're happy that you gained the Swifties as fans because you just lost flyover states of America. You lost the real Americans now. We ain't watching this ever again for at least 3 games before we start watching again.
This time, we're serious, though. We're really not watching now. Not like when we said we weren't when Colin did it. And then we turned back up again a year later and we're like, well, this new thing pissed us off. The end racism in the end zones. That's what really got me mad.
Yeah, my brother stopped watching after the kneeling. Guess who uses my YouTube TV login every week now? Huh. Seems like if you're going to gamble on it, you need to watch.
I hate football a lot lately, but football's so awesome when you watch it. And yeah, I'm going to say football's stupid a bunch more this season, but lots of times football's awesome.
Yeah, it's a lot.
That's why you keep coming back.
It's a lot different watching the Packers when you don't have a Hall of Famer at quarterback. This is new for me. It's very weird.
I'm not going to say I don't have a Hall of Famer at quarterback. I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to say that.
Hey, you know what? Hey, actually, I said the same thing early in Aaron Rodgers' career. Jordan Love, he's gonna get there. He's gonna get there. Hey, we're just injured right now, man. We're just injured. That's what it is.
Speaking of people and like Taylor Swift, since we're on the topic of that, let's just segue into Jake from State Farm, because if Taylor Swift is dating Travis Kelce because she went to his brother, or she went to his game, then Jake's from State Farm might be dating Jason Kelce because his mom was at Jason's game for the Eagles with Jake from State Farm. So if Taylor goes with Miss Kelce to see Travis play, Jake from State Farm goes with Miss Kelce to see Jason play. If Taylor is with Travis, Jake from State Farm might be with Jason.
Maybe Jake from State Farm.
That's logic right there.
Maybe he's just with Miss Kelce, but he had to work, so he couldn't travel to the second game. You ever think about that?
I think Mr. Kelce's with Mrs. Kelce.
Is there? I thought there was, but like they never show him.
Yeah, he was at the Super Bowl. That's why, like, I didn't want to like ask. He's like, oh, his dad died. The dad died.
Actually, I gotta say, I respect the fuck out of that, and I love that guy. That he's like, I'm not fucking flying every Sunday 3 different places. You go support the boys. I'm gonna watch from home. I'll watch the dogs. It's such a dad move. No, you go. I don't.
Well,
care.
And also, I bet like, I can see him being like, you know what? I'll go to the Philly game. But I'm not gonna go back up to New York and do all that with the singer. That's cool. I'm happy for you. That just seems like it's a lot. There's gonna be a lot of people up there. It seems like a lot of work. I'm just gonna hang out.
Grown men, Susan. They don't need our
Philadelphia
support
to watch it there.
I would love that if it turns into like a parent argument every week. Like, well, I'm going to both of their games. All right, Susan, fine. You go. I'm going to stay here and cut the yard. Just the most married person argument. And then at the end of the night, they're still mad.
I drive them to the games. Damn it.
They get back in bed mad.
That would be funny.
The night, they're like, good night. I love you. And just roll over. I go to bed mad all the time. I don't know why they say they don't say it. Hey, you can go to bed mad. Just say you love each other. Then go to bed. It's fine being mad at each other.
That's really the rule I would adopt. Because sometimes you
love you.
Think about it, you still don't say shit that you're gonna regret. Yeah.
I fucking hate you right now, but I love you.
Right. So yeah, Jake from State Farm's back, and then also one last comeback kid is the emo of the week. We got a new emo of the week. It's been a while. I like that I'm going to keep it the emo of the week segment just because it's funny that it's not every week. So emo of the week, Jimmy Butler, he's back. And tonight will be the night that I will fall for you. Like that was like the Kevin James memes kind of got handed to Jimmy Butler for a second there. And like, I feel like they've died down, but him as Andre 3000 was great. Him as just every Blink-182 fan was great. Him photoshopped onto the Kevin James meme with the emo haircut was great. It was electric. And then, I mean, he also kind of stole I had our idea because we were saying emo Luka Doncic when he won emo of the week. I think Jimmy got a little jealous.
Mad jelly, dude.
That was also one of our most commented on TikToks, I feel like, where it was a bunch of, or maybe it was a reel where they were all just calling us bitches that were haters on Luka Doncic. The Luka army is strong if you have Luka blasphemy. So just keep that in mind when we're going forward in the NBA season. If we want to fire off like something that we could get some numbies with, let's just shit on Luka.
Dude, it's Dallas. There's nothing intimidating or scary about Dallas.
Yeah.
Their fans can be, fuck you. Dude, you live in you're a fan of Dallas. It's the most unintimidating place of all time. Like, it's like,
we know how it'll end.
Like Seattle and San Francisco are the only less intimidating fan bases than like Dallas. What are you going to do? Throw your jean shorts at me? Ooh.
Talk about 1995. You bring up 1995 when the Cowboys were good again. I ain't bring up that.
Oh, what are you going to do? Pop champagne bottles and then lose the division on the last day of the year? Ooh.
And then say that we were liars for saying that you did do a champagne celebration where you were spraying champagne over the locker room and saying that y'all didn't do that, even though there were pictures of you doing exactly what you said you didn't do. and they got to show you that we were just doing a champagne toast with glasses and not spraying champagne everywhere like animals?
It was a very subdued champagne toast. Okay, they deserved a pop bottle. All they did, that video, that's all it was. We sprayed each other with champagne, and then we showered and went home and got ready for the next day. Nobody drank the champagne. Nobody. So why would you even insinuate that that would happen? Fucking losers.
Like, I feel like as a Yankees fan that is not like my team's not participating, I feel like I just want to do like the Bush meme, but it's like Bush with like a Yankees hat on. Just like, you miss me yet? Or it's like, at least like Yankees fans were just mean and like said real arguments. Like we get like, you could throw the like cheaters, which that still kind of plays. It's kind of funny as a troll every single time. But like Yankees fans weren't just huge pussies. Well, you said really mean words. You said really mean words about us.
I mean, you can't say
Yankees
that Yankees
fans are more just like, fuck you.
Pussies. 26 rings! 26 rings, bro! When's the last time you watched 26 rings? Come on. That's just aggro pussy.
That's like, well, that wasn't main guy that was doing that on Twitter. Like the Yankees stuff, it was more just like, fuck your team, as opposed to like, no, we didn't have a champagne celebration. Oh, fuck. There wasn't that much of a champagne celebration. Oh, yeah, no, he was just pouring it on him in that one shirt. And it, okay, well, they only sprayed those other bottles just for Instagram. No, it wasn't, no, it was subdued.
Actually, I will say this for Yankees fans. I don't really see the 26 rings guy anymore on Twitter.
Yeah. You shut the fuck up.
I do, but I
like an idiot.
Yeah, I don't act like they're not still out there. It's just the few Yankees fans that
most
I do
people
follow
shut the fuck up about it.
Are just they're fans. They're just fans of the Yankees, but they're smart enough people. They're not stereotypical Yankees fans. I don't follow those. I follow baseball fans that happen to be fans of the Yankees.
There you go.
They're depressed like they're just depressed like most sports fans now. They're just speeding down. Fucking Hal Steinbrenner has just ran that team into the fucking ground. And now they're just sitting there like, fuck, this is what it's like to be a shit organization. This sucks. But hey, Aaron Jones hits big home run. So you know what? You know what I think the Yankees are now? They're the Reds.
Don't.
Dude, Aaron Judge is Joey Votto.
Hey, they're not playing right now. They're not playing right now. We don't need to talk about them. He's
going to be a Hall of Famer that wastes his career on a team that can't win.
They're not playing right now.
Aaron Judge is
Joey they're not playing. We don't need to talk about them. We'll talk about them next season. They're not playing right now.
Sorry,
they're not playing right now. Yeah, we got to that because Jimmy Butler is the emo of the week because he straightened his hair or wore a wig and then went to Heat Media Day. But it's great that like all of the pictures that they're going to use, like all of the video they'll use for Jimmy Butler highlights, like in the stadium is going to be him emo. So I love that. Like the team picture, he's got that on. Like that's great. That's great. And I can respect that. And obviously he's just really excited that Blink-182's got a new album coming out this month.
I mean, Jimmy Butler is just he's awesome. He's awesome. I wish he wanted to play in Houston. Great. Be great if he was here, but you can't not like Jimmy Butler. Just a fun guy.
Big Jimmy Butler guys.
Love Jimmy.
Yeah, that was our comeback kid segment. Brought to you by Southern State Brewing Company. Our next one is the Not Cool segment, and we get to vent about stuff, and I'm gonna need that time here in a second. But we get to vent. We'd like you guys to also get to vent to us. That's some of the best part about the Not Cool segment. Sometimes you just got to get it off your chest a little bit. Maybe you can't say it, but you can tweet it to us at Pass Grade Pod. Use the hashtag PTG Not Cool. What it made you say not cool this week? There's varying degrees of them. You can get your foot run over by a car. And you could also just get run over by a bus. Varying degrees of those. Both of them not cool. At Pass Grade Pod, hashtag PTG Not Cool on Twitter. That's how we'll search for them. We're going to read some of the best viewer or listener submitted questions first, and then we will give you ours. This week's Not Cool segment is brought to you by littlemshop.com. And in the world, there are a lot of not cools. One of them will never be a Little M air freshener. LittleMshop.com, LittleEMshop.com. They got the best air fresheners in the game. Don't drive around with those baby back bitch little fucking trees. They look stupid. They suck. They lose their smell really quickly. You got to get you a fresh to death, a Little Ice, a Miami Beach rad air freshener, an out of this world air freshener, a floral air freshener over there. Go to LittleMshop.com. Pick one of the air fresheners. Free shipping when you have an order of $10 or more. You can also get 10% off your order when you go to littlemshop.com, littleemshop.com, and use our promo code PTG69. So PTG69 is your promo code. Use that at checkout. Get 10% off your order. Get $10 or free shipping on orders over $10 when you use our promo code as well. Or no, my bad. I fucked that all up. I'm trying to just riff and I'm not. No, you get free shipping on all orders over $10 and you can get the 10% off when you use the promo code. All right, just do what I said. You'll love it. I promise. They also got custom keychains. They have other keychains that are not custom that are pretty cool keychains. You want to go check those out. Maybe you're a Swiftie, huh? You want to support your girl? Go check those out. Customize one. I got a Gravy King one right here. It's awesome. And they're reliable. They're cool. They're great gifts to get to people. They also got stickers, digital prints, compact mirrors, a little bit of this, a little bit of that at littlemshop.com, littleemshop.com. If you get something from Little M Shop, take a picture of it, tag them at Little EM Tweets on Twitter and at Little EM Shop on Instagram. Let them know you're supporting the people supporting the podcast. littlemshop.com, promo code PTG69 at checkout for 10% off your order at littlemshop.com. That's littlemshop.com.
Not cool, man. Dude, that's not cool. Not cool. Not cool. Dude, that's not cool. Not cool, man. Dude, that's not cool. Not cool. Not cool. Dude, that's not cool. Not cool. Not cool.
All right, our first listener, viewer submitted not cool. Don't forget to be watching us on YouTube. Robert does a very good job every week with the YouTube videos. YouTube.com/@PassYourAPodcast, or just search Pass Your A Podcast. Hit that subscribe button, and if you're watching us, go hit that subscribe button on your phone so you can have the audio version as well. Give us a play on both. If you're watching us, hit play for like a couple seconds. We get the clicks on both. Help us out. Help us out with our numbies, guys. Would really appreciate that. And now our first listener submitted not cool is from Glamour Perry. She's at Glam for Life on Twitter. And Glamour says her not cool is Here, all right. She said her not cool is this asshole truck that sideswiped my mirror and just kept on trucking down the highway. So Glamour's mirror is fucked in that picture. Yeah. Had to be pretty close on that. I can't imagine. I mean, maybe the truck was just that big, but you'd imagine they would have to notice if you hit somebody's mirror like that, right?
Fucking maybe not. Because, I mean, that's a big ass, it looks like a gravel hauling truck or something like that. Those things are so big and heavy. If you bump something like that, you might just think it's the shit jumping around in the truck. But they probably did feel it. I mean, this is why, most people should have those dashboard cams. It's just like, you're never going to need it, but when you do, it's just like, oh, no, I've got proof. Here's 100% proof you owe me money. Because most insurance claims you file, they can just lie and be like, nah, they did what they're saying I did. And there's no way to fucking prove it if there's no witness that pulls over. You got that dashboard cam and it'll help. But yeah, I mean, I'm never going to buy one, so I don't even know why I'm fucking talking about it. And cheap. They can't be that expensive, but yeah, that sucks balls. Anything that happens to your car just sucks balls. But at least it doesn't look like it looks like it just got cracked and taken off the top. It didn't obliterate the mirror, destroy any of the electricals.
I mean, it's still a chore that now you gotta go do, so that sucks every time you gotta do shit like that.
Yeah. Sorry, Glenn.
But yeah, that sucks. T's and P's, Glamour. Our next one is from Alexis Garcia. She's at Alexis Texas _ on Twitter. And Alexis is not cool is no, my bad. No, we're gonna read Alexis and then we're gonna get to Mundo's. My bad. I skipped one. Alexis is not cool is getting rear-ended in my brand new Bronco. And then the cop that got to the scene an hour later just told me no one's injured. I can't file a report. Motherfucker, my neck hurts. Quit being lazy.
First of all,
I did not know you could just do that. I'm pretty sure
that's a lie.
You have to file a report, don't you?
That's an outright lie. outright lie from that police officer. Nobody's hurt. I can't file a report. That's an outright lie. I hope you got his badge number. They have to file. Nobody has to be hurt. Nobody. And plus, because that happens all the time where like the adrenaline and everything from it, you don't feel it. The next day you wake up and your back is fucked. Your neck is fucked. Even if it's like a slow, like at like 10 miles an hour, it can really jam your shit up. Him saying nobody's hurt, that's an outright lie. You should report the guy. Nothing will happen because of the goddamn police unions. But
saying like your neck hurts is saying somebody's hurt. Like that's telling him like, hey, my neck hurts. Is somebody hurt? Well, her neck hurts.
Also, this is a brand new car.
Later, but
they hit my car. Don't tell me you can't file a report. Too? You have to. Sir, you are here to protect and serve me. It's your job to serve me.
Yeah,
do your fucking job. Cool. Now you have to understand that a lot of times they'll put it in the system. Nothing's going to come from it because there's so many cases, and a rear fender bender is low down on their case priorities. Like him saying, "I can't."
But for your insurance, you're going to need that.
That's an outright lie. It's an outright lie saying I can't file a report.
Yeah, that's some bullshit.
I hope you got his badge number. That sucks.
And to a Bronco, you know I love Broncos. It's fucking sick.
Hell, I mean, report that to your insurance. Like the police officer would not write a report on it. That could, I mean, you might be able to get something out of that.
Yeah.
But yeah, that fucking blows. Also, Broncos are awesome.
T's and P's, Alexa.
More so the old school ones. The new one's pretty cool too.
The new ones look pretty cool. Raimundo Benavidez as our next not cool. He's at Kmundo B. We know Mundo's been in the process of moving. He's had some not cools related to that over the last couple of weeks. But he said his not cool this week is my apartment complex shutting the water off for over a day on the last day I was moving out. Guess who's not cleaning now? Keep the damn deposit, says Mundo.
What I would have loved to do there is don't leave a floater, but definitely piss in the toilet and just leave it there. Big without the water on, I didn't want it to not refill. Just leave fucking piss sitting in there in a hot apartment. That's your payback.
There you go.
It's in the toilet. I couldn't flush it. The water was off.
Oh, or what you should have gone Wet Bandit style, left the sinks on. And just I was trying to turn it on. I didn't realize like when they didn't turn on, I forgot and I just left.
Oh, when did the water start flowing? Oh, the next day when my lease was up.
Oh yeah. See, I wasn't there. That's not my bad.
Yeah. I no longer am responsible for this apartment at 11:59 and 59 seconds of this day.
Something I should have checked that, huh?
Yeah. Sucks for you.
That sucks. Yeah. Ooh. Whoops.
Maybe you shouldn't turn off water to hundreds of people at a time for over 24 hours.
Yeah, not cool. Not cool. Not cool indeed.
Apartment complexes.
It's a solid one. Yeah, really are. Next not cool is our last listener viewer submitted one. It's from Adam Notgrass. He's at Adam the Cop 1 on Twitter. And Adam says, I can't believe auto manufacturers are not giving spare tires in vehicles anymore as standard equipment. Oh, wait, I can't believe auto manufacturers aren't giving spare tires in vehicles as standard equipment anymore. I'm about to pay $300 to install the donut spare on my wife's newly purchased car. Wait.
Yeah, so I just Googled it because I've never heard of this. The first thing that pops up, while many new light trucks and larger SUVs come with a spare, many new vehicles do not include a regular size spare. About 1/3 of new vehicles are not equipped with a full-size spare tire. Instead, they're equipped with a space saver, donut, or tire sealant and inflation kit. I've heard of it coming with just the inflation kit. I've never heard of them just not giving you anything. Like, or at the very least, yeah, like I wouldn't expect a full-size tire. I would expect a donut. One of those ones that they say, do not drive over 55 miles an hour over on this.
Yeah.
They don't give you that. And by the way, it's 1/3. Like, that's okay. So now anybody that's going to buy a car, Make sure you ask that question. Does this come with a spare tire?
No. I would have never thought to ask that.
Because I would just be like, okay, well, if you give me a tire, I'll buy the car. If not, I'm not buying the car. I bet you your sales associate will give you a fucking tire because that's a multi-$1,000 commission that they're working on. And if you go, I walk away from this if you don't give me a full-size spare tire, I think they'll find a way to give you a fucking tire.
Yeah, that is some bullshit. It's like when you buy a phone and it doesn't come with the charging cable. It's like, yeah, I should probably have something for bullshit. This.
Which, by the way, like, just make it
like I'm buying a car.
If
I'm buying a car, that, give me a tire.
Wait till you're in the middle of the process of like getting it, but not fully done when you get a phone. And you're like, so this is going to come with a charging block and the cable and everything. They're like, no, it doesn't come with that. Just be like, well, you can cancel everything right now. And you would have just wasted the last hour and a half of your life trying to transfer all my shit back. And you can transfer it back to my phone now. Or you can just give me a charging cable. Your call. They'll give you a fucking charging cable. They will. Because they won't want to have wasted 3 hours of their time.
We'll see.
That's what my dad did with
our... sucks, man.
That sucks a lot. Like, that's fucking bullshit. Like, I feel like that's something they should have to disclose
to fit for sure.
For the history of cars, they've come with a spare tire. Or like I said, at least the inflation
right? Yeah.
and the patch and everything. And then all of a sudden they're just going to stop doing that and not tell anybody. That's absolute fucking
it's not like they're giving you a discount on the car. I'm sure you probably didn't get a $300 discount on the car. You're probably just like, oh, no, that's what it is. Oh, yeah, we also stopped doing that. But it's bullshit. That's bullshit.
That's complete bullshit.
We should riot, Adam. T's and P's to you and missus, man. That's some bullshit.
Use your cop powers to slightly illegally harass them now. Abuse your power is what I'm saying.
Don't do that. Don't do that, though.
I mean, don't do it in a way that you'll get caught.
We'll get the gravy gang on him. We can do whatever we want. You don't have to use your law powers. We'll use the lawless powers of the gravy gang.
I may or may not know a spider who may or may not be able to help you.
I'm just saying, be real unfortunate. It's a certain Mr. Ocho and associates to take on this case. They're very small. He and his friends are very small. They can fit into a lot of cars and they can do a lot of damage.
It'd be a real shame if all of a sudden every car on this lot was infested with spiders.
Real shame. Hate to see.
Oh,
absolutely
maybe
hate to see it.
You give me a tire and that doesn't happen. Who knows? Could happen either way, could not happen either way. What are you going to do?
Hate to see a lot of tires disappear from this dealership.
Dude, that's bullshit. There's really no other way to say it. That's bullshit.
That's bullshit.
And I'm sorry that happened to you, Adam. I love you. Don't abuse your powers. I was joking.
Who wants to go first? I can go first if you want.
I got a pretty quick one. That it's more like a preemptive, not cool. I don't know if it's gonna happen, but I'm gonna be not upset if it does. Astros getting the daytime playoff times.
It's gonna happen.
I think it is too.
It probably happen.
I mean, if you look in the ESPN app, we're the first game listed, even though it says TBD on Saturday. It's right at the top. TBD versus Astros time to be determined. Now, I mean, Orioles Rangers, I could see sliding in there just because it's the Orioles and they'll hate on them because they're not historically there all the time. But the Dodgers and the Braves, they're going to give those two teams as prime time as they possibly can.
Yeah, but like the Orioles are like the hot new team, so I can see them getting prime time. And like the Rangers, Dallas, it's a big market, I guess.
Because like if it's Astros versus Twins,
choke market.
The Twins are definite. Like they're not going to put Twins in prime time, even though it would be Carlos Correa versus his former team. Like if it's Astros Toronto, I think we have a better shot of getting a better slot. But yeah, I think we're getting day game. We're getting it's going to be like every time the Texans make the playoffs. Like, oh yeah, put them Saturday at 3:00.
Yeah,
and that's the
you can't complain about the Saturday day game though. Saturday day games are kind of nice because you get the whole rest of your day after that.
Yeah.
Well, unless you are a degenerate who watches every minute of every game.
True. But then you get your game out of the way at least. Still.
That's true. But that's a good one, and it is a good preemptive because it's definitely going to happen.
There we go. Who's next?
I'll go next because mine will lead right into that. One of mine is I'm gonna miss that game because I have to work Saturday. I have no days off this week. One of the managers is getting married, the other one's going to Vegas, so I just have to work every day. So I have to open Saturday and Sunday. So I'm gonna miss a bunch of not only college football but also pro football, and I'm probably gonna miss most of the Astros games too. So that sucks ass. The other one, I feel like this has been written on here for weeks, but I just realized it's been a week. There's not many things worse than when you go to take a piss and your stream just splits. I did that last Wednesday after the podcast. I went to take a piss and I pissed all over my leg.
Yeah.
It's awful.
Like, did you notice it until afterwards? Because it
I noticed
it. Like, you don't realize it. Yeah.
I started to piss and there was wetness hitting my knee. Kind of hard to miss what's going on.
Oh God. Yeah.
Just immediately I was like, well, you pinch it off, but like it still happens a little bit, but then you got to be like, okay, well, I'm pinched off, but if I release, is it just going to split pissing all over my leg again? It's no fun peeing on yourself.
No, yeah.
Unless it's in the shower.
Yeah.
On the shower, you should pee on your feet. It kills athlete's foot.
And on your hands, so you don't have to use batting gloves.
Well, that's if
Moises Alou did that.
Yeah.
Well, and I'm gonna say, don't give up on your dreams, Pat.
My last one is I'm having to pay a bunch of late fees on my electric because I've been in this house, I guess, 2 months now because yesterday I got a disconnect notice from Tri-Eagle. She's like, hey, you owe us $490. You haven't paid the last 2 months. But every time I've logged in to check it, it says 0. So I wasn't paying attention. I was like, oh, I guess I must have put it on auto pay. No, when I log in online, it's still showing my old address. So of course it shows I owe $0. There's no electric going on there. When I transferred it to this location, it transferred, but they didn't transfer my online login. So I have to call them and figure out what's going on. Like, well, here's the money, first of all. But second of all, can you fix my shit so when I log in to try and pay you, it shows the address that I've been living in for 3 months? Think we can figure that out? Like they changed my account number too. I think that's the problem is they changed my account number, left my old one open, and then just let it be. Thank God I happened to check and it was the second email in my thing when I pulled it up because I don't check my emails very often. I just log in and pay shit. But it's not going to happen for like 10 days. But like, there's a very good chance I would have gotten home on the 13th and my electric was off and I wouldn't know what's going on.
That would have been bad. Yeah, you're just mad at that point.
You just think it's a power outage.
I would have been very mad because that's like right around the start of the NHL season.
Next Thursday. Yeah.
I would have been very, very angry. So like, I'm putting my not cool. It's not even me. I tried to log in and pay. It just kept showing 0. Fuck you, Tri-Eagle. Figure your shit out.
No, that's the part. Like, if my balance is 0, bro, it's done. It's paid.
Yeah,
it's paid.
Yeah,
like so. Like, are they knocking off the fees?
I don't know. I haven't had a chance to call them yet because, like, by the time I was able to leave work yesterday, they were like, I wasn't going to be able to get anybody on the phone. It was like 6, 7 o'clock. They're not going to fucking answer. And then today I got home, but I had to get ready for doing this. So like at some point tomorrow, like during work, I just got to step outside and call them back. Can we figure this out? Or do I have to create a new login? But they just brought my note. They'll be like, well, we have to create a new login for the new account number and I'll try and log in. They'll be like, that email is already associated with the account. And I know it's going to be a whole fucking thing. Too. It's going to take 50 fucking hours.
That password is too similar to the other password from another account. No, what?
What I'll end up doing
unique passwords now
is I'm gonna get myself a bottle of whiskey, and I'm gonna sit down right here where I am right now, and I'm gonna call them, and I'm gonna have my laptop up next to it, and I'm gonna make them stay with me on the phone for the entirety that it takes because they're gonna be like, oh, well, you just have to create a new one. Okay, have a good day. I'm like, no. You're gonna wait on the phone and make sure all of this works and goes through correctly. Well, sir, it can take an hour or two. Hey, well, guess you're gonna be on the phone for an hour or two, buddy, huh? Seems like your day went to shit because your company doesn't know how to do things correctly. It's been a long day since I've gotten to ruin the day of somebody that's just trying to do their job. But guess what? When you work for an asshole company, it's your job to take shit all day.
Yeah.
And by the time I'm done with it, I'm going to be very drunk, so it'll be very entertaining for me.
That's a really good not cool, Pat. And by good not cool, I mean that sucks a lot that happened.
Yeah, because when all of a sudden you realize, oh, look, $500 is going to come out of my account now. Dope. That's dope. That's real dope. Love
Neat.
Yeah.
We've been doing that with like house stuff right now. It's like you need to put this much down, then you need to do this, then you need to do this, then you need to do this, and then like fuck, it's just money. Everything, turns out everything costs money. Who would have thought?
I've got lots of random shit that if once you get a house and you need to fill it up, I've got things like shelving and just stuff that I don't use. Fucking dressers for spare bedrooms. I've got it all, man. You can have it.
See, but now it's gonna be like our house instead of an apartment. So it's like I think we're gonna watch Shit the Match, which is like fuck. That makes it more expensive.
None of my shit matches. No, from room to room, there's not two things that were bought together.
Hey, don't say that. You got all of your Packers stuff matches in the room you're in currently.
That's true.
That's the Packers room. Its theme is Packers stuff.
But what did I say? From room to room. You go to that room right over there. It's not a goddamn thing in that room that matches this room.
What are you talking about? The kitchen matches? Those are all kitchen things.
Bro.
I have a toaster and a microwave in there. What? Your kitchen doesn't have that? It's like, well, no, no, that's my decorations.
Open up my cabinets and tell me my kitchen matches. I've got 7 different kinds of large plates, 4 different kinds of medium plates. The only thing that matches with my cups are all my pint glasses from Southern Star. It's just everything that I own, like cutlery and plate wise, is all shit that like my grandparents would buy new stuff and then just unload the old shit on my sister.
I don't get why people don't like. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if we're gonna buy new sets of plates and stuff, but Emma was never like we had to have matching plates thing. And it's like we still use paper plates a lot of times. I never forgot that like they have to all match. I'm cool with kind of just whatever.
You got yourself a real one, dog. Hold on to her.
Wait, she's coming in to tell me something now. So I think I was wrong.
They do.
Yep,
they do all match.
They do all match.
They do match.
Except
for the paper plates.
Oh, I was gonna say
Well,
paper plates matched.
We have some that don't. Okay, so we either have red or white. That shows how often I use not paper plates in my house.
Dude, use your plates and then just wash them. You'll save a lot of money on paper plates, and you'll save the environment.
No.
Counterpoint, fuck yourself.
Counterpoint, not gonna do that.
All right. Not cool.
You think I'm gonna be the one to save the earth? You think I'm gonna be the one to save the earth? No, not gonna be me. Can't give me this guy.
All right, buddy. What do you got for us?
So you talking about drinking while you're having to deal with them on the phone? It kind of plays into what my not cool is, because my first not cool is like I've really been trying to do like self-growth where I don't drink during the Giants games. It just it helps me better with how I act.
But it doesn't help the pain.
My shouting, and it just helps me like with my anger and all of that where I'm not drinking. It just that adds fuel to the fire. When you're mad about a call or something, then you're just loud, and I'm trying to work on some self-growth to try and improve myself. So I've not been drinking during Giants games. Like I'll drink after a Giants game, I'll drink like maybe a little bit before, but like during the Giants game, not touching it. And like Monday night, I just didn't drink at all. And just like the Sunday night game that they got blown out, I didn't drink at all. The Thursday night game that they got beat, I didn't drink at all. And it's just like when you're not drinking, it feels like an alcoholic thing to say, but you just have to like sit and feel the pain. And it sucks. And I hate that. It just makes you be like, I wish I was drinking, but no, we can't do that because that'll make me angry. and then you're just sitting there with like this like anger mixed with sadness. It's just like stuck in your body that I can't like get out. And so that's just what I get to carry around now during Giants games. So that's my life now. That's fun. That's a fun thing, but it's self-growth. It's self-growth.
I don't see it that
I'll
way.
eat that so others don't have to be like, Alex is a psychopath.
No, I think what you're doing is you're just trying to kill your passion.
No, I haven't, because I still feel a lot of those things. I just, instead of throwing things in my apartment or shouting and waking my neighbors up.
Yeah, don't throw
I just sit
things,
there and
you
I have to
fucking
feel
child.
But it's gonna happen if he
miserable.
drinks. It will happen, and he's gonna have his own place now. And imagine if he throws something, then
No,
he has
so
to fix it.
I was gonna say I've got a solution for that. So I would assume in the new place you get, you're gonna have your own. I guess not really man cave as one of the rooms, but you'll have a podcast room and you'll set up like TVs and watch sports in there. Get yourself a punching bag. Get yourself a punching bag. Now, what you're also going to have to do is make sure then you can drink during the games and you just hit that. That way you're not throwing things.
I think,
but make sure you put on the gloves so you don't break a knuckle when you punch it out of anger.
See, I've tried like other options. I've tried other things. Just like the easiest route was like, what probably fuels this, Alex? It's alcohol. So what if we remove the alcohol from the equation and the behavior has definitely improved, I would say.
Yeah, but
it just sucks. Like this, I wish I had done this last season. Like last season would have been a way better season to start this trend. Like now it's just like, that was a good idea to just hate yourself for the entirety of a Monday or a Tuesday or whatever day it is that the game is fucking on. So it's a process, but I'm not loving it.
But if you do it my way, you're also getting a workout in.
Right. But I don't know if that 100% fixes the behavior, because I still think I'd be shouting, I would be loud, I'd be mad. Like it just hitting the punching bag. I wouldn't want to direct it always at the punching bag. I would be directing it at my TV.
See, that's just the big difference between me and you. You're an angry drunk, and I'm a happy drunk.
Not always an angry drunk. I'm an angry drunk.
Not always.
It's disappointing.
Yeah. See, I'm not that bad. Like I drink during, and I'll be like, "What the fuck?" Or, God, but like I'll yell, but it'll be like a blown call, and you're, "What the fuck? It's right there!" Like touchdown, yeah. But that's like I don't keep yelling. I'm not that loud during games. Alcohol soothes me. It's pretty much the only thing.
Just start sulking.
Alcohol and BJ's, quick way to calm you down.
Ways to fashion a noose.
I mean, I'll think about it. I'm not going to do it.
Look, I mean, yeah, just running. You run it through there, then you're like, "Fuck, I gotta get rope."
I'll never kill myself because I'm like, "Fuck, I gotta go buy a rope. I gotta go do that." Fuck, I won't even return something. You think I'm gonna go buy rope to go kill myself?
So if there's a rope in my garage, if not, I'm out.
Well, what the fuck is gonna hold up my body weight if I try and hang myself anyway? Nothing.
My other not cool is I slept on my neck weird on Saturday, and it still feels like it's like the day after I slept on it weird. It's just not gotten any better, so that sucks. It's just like those like 4-day long cricks in your neck. Neat,
dude. I was laying in bed the other night scrolling my phone before I went to sleep, and it like all of a sudden hit me. I was like, "Oh, my neck's uncomfortable. Move." I was so close to just passing out like that, ruining my neck for like 3 days. God, don't you miss being 18 when you could literally just like pass out with like one leg thrown way over, your back twisted, you're facing the opposite direction of your body, and you just wake up feeling great?
You like pass out doing the worm, basically, but like in the middle of doing the worm, like arms up and everything, is like, how is my neck not dead the next day? Like, I don't know.
You'd like sleep on somebody's shoulder in a plane, and your neck wouldn't hurt when when the flight ended.
Yeah, when we flew back from New York last year, I was on the window, and I just had my head up against like the window while I was sleeping the whole way, and just like, yep, that was a whole week. It was just like, your shoulder's fucked now, dude. Get used to it, because it's not going away.
That's still one that makes me laugh all the time. It's like I'll put my arm underneath the pillow when I'm sleeping. So I wake up in the morning and I try and move, and my body just falls over because the arm is so fucking dead it can't even be used. Makes me laugh every time. I'm like, oh, this is inconvenient, but you gotta like flop your body to the other side so they can use the other arm to prop yourself up. That one's fun because it's not lasting. Like your arm doesn't stay dead all day.
Yeah.
But it's probably gonna be a problem when I'm 60.
All right. So if you want to send us your not cools, hashtag PTG not cool at PassGradePod. That's how you can submit those to us. And we enjoy hearing you guys vent because sometimes misery enjoys company. Our final segment of the week, the answers segment. We love this segment. At the beginning of the show, we do the Precome segment where we tell you all of our ideas, thoughts, any business ideas we've had, whatever wormholes we've been down. We encourage you to ask us any questions you have at the end of the pod. We'd like to get to that. If you guys want relationship advice, we'll weigh in on that. Parenting advice, done that before. Medical advice, yeah, duh. We're basically doctors. We watch Scrubs. You want us to power rank things? We're the best at power ranking things. Hit us up, give us 5 similarly related things, and we will power rank the fuck out of them. Any other ideas you got you want to run by us? Hit us up at PassGradePod. Use the hashtag PTG answers. That's how we'll sort through them. You can also email them to us, answers@passgradepod.com, where you can go to contact us on the website, passgradepod.com, and Jesse will forward those over to us. We are at PassGradePod again, hashtag PTG answers. This is the answers segment.
Well, if you just answered the question, why just answer the question? Be honest, no big deal. Yeah, answer the question.
Don't change the subject, just answer the fucking question.
Any questions?
Answers this week brought to you by the Pass the Gravy merch store, the new and improved Pass the Gravy merch store. Hopefully, maybe we'll have a limited edition team sock shirt available for a very brief moment and see how many people besides Pat want to buy it. You can go get the new PTG Icy shirt. We got the Ja shirt available. We got our PTG TV. Maybe it looks like something that rhymes with Shrimp TV. The Pass the Gravy thank you bag one just looks like it's instead of saying thank you, it just says gravy down there. We got the shorts, sticker packs, and the regular logo tee. Go check it out. PassTheGravyMerch.com. Rep the pod wherever you are. Tell people that's your favorite podcast. It's a great way to spread the word. PassTheGravyMerch.com. They're also made with new material. We got a new manufacturer and everything like that. So you're not going to wait 7.5 years before you can get your stuff. You're not going to have any like faulty shit delivered to you. You're not going to have any crappy quality stuff. It's all good quality. It's all legit. And it's all PassTheGravyMerch.com. PassTheGravyMerch.com. Check it out. Take pictures of what you're wearing when you're wearing the PTG stuff and send them to us at PassTheGravyPod. We'll give you a follow, give you a shout out on the next podcast. Let's start with our podcast son this week on Answers. Skylar Lester at OMG at Skylar. And Skylar says, since freedom means being able to do what you want when you want, are animals freer than us?
Unless they're in a zoo, yeah.
Yeah, most animals are. Because I think it's like some are just like unlucky. Most animals are more like they don't got bills. There's no rhino paying bills. Rhinos aren't fucking focused on that. They're just making sure like, there's like lions that don't eat us.
I mean,
like
I guess
they're just chilling.
I think you could make the argument either way for less or more free for like pets too. Because, like, yeah, your dog doesn't get to go outside until you let him outside. But also, he doesn't have to go to work. He doesn't have to do shit. He just has to be excited when he sees you and you give him food, water, and love. And he sleeps all day. That's pretty fucking free. Licks his balls whenever he wants.
Yeah.
Dude, yeah, animals are way more free than us.
Freer.
Especially wild animals. They're just like they do whatever the fuck they want.
Absolutely.
God, it'd be dope to be an animal.
Great question. Unless you were getting hunted, that would suck.
No, I mean like a pet. Like, dude,
I don't want to be an animal people hunt or eat.
Dude, if reincarnation is real, I want to come back.
Would be sick.
I want to come back as like a pit or not a pit bull, a bulldog in the suburbs. You're not going to make me go on long walks. I'm just going to hang out and sleep all day, and then you come home and give me snacks and rub my belly. That's literally what I want in a woman. I want a woman that gives me snacks and rubs my belly.
It just treats you like a dog.
Who's a good boy? I mean, I was a pretty good boy today.
It was me.
I was a pretty good boy today.
Kenya Valdez at Kenyatta Mandata on Twitter weighs in with our next question. She says, if you hit yourself and it hurts, does that mean that you are weak or strong?
Strong. Bro, I'm so strong that even with how strong I am, I hurt myself. That's how strong I am.
Right. Because I was going to say, if you're weak, then anything that hits you hurts. So like you would, even if you were strong, how would you know if you were weak? Because it's like everything hurts if you're weak. There's not really a way to tell. Like if you're weak, everything's gonna hurt you. If you're strong, it's like only things that are also super strong are gonna hurt you.
I had a dream the other night that some girl got pissed off at me and started like punching me in the arms, and it really hurt. And I woke up and I was like, "What a fucking pussy am I?" That in my dream I pissed off a girl and she just kept wailing on my arms, and then I was like, "That really hurt." So you can be strong and a pussy.
I feel like sometimes when a girl is hitting you, not that I get hit by a girl, not that I get hit by girls a lot, but like I feel like sometimes it's scary if a girl is hitting you because like you can't really do anything. You just gotta stop, leave me alone, quit it, knock it off, don't. Like you can't grab them, you can't really hit back. You just like, hey, stop, leave me alone, stop it, don't. Like if it's a dude, like you can swing back, you can shove back, and be like, fucking chill out, man. Like with a girl, you're like, don't hit my balls, cover my face. Just hope that it ends early.
See, that's why I'm proud of myself too, because I feel like the way you react in dreams is the way like you really believe you would react in real life. And all I did was I turned slightly away and I tightened up and I let her. And it was that girl wail where the arms are just but she was hammering on my back and arms. But I didn't even try and restrain her. I didn't try and stop her. I was just like, you know what? She deserves this right now. Let her have it. And I thought that was pretty mature of me.
It was fairly mature of you to just know that you were at fault at that point.
Yeah. And in my dream, I knew I was at fault. So I was like, you know what? You get this one.
Yeah.
You get this one. I'm going to let you just.
Okay.
She was hysterical.
So yeah, you're strong if you hit yourself and it hurts.
Yeah.
There you go. That makes yourself feel better today. Hit yourself. Like, that did hurt. I'm strong. Look at me. Getting in shape.
You're just strong and a pussy.
Exactly. Next one, we got power rankings for the week. Danielle Weston at Danny_Weston says power rank Lunchables. This is going to be a good one. She gives us ham and cheese, turkey and cheese, mini hot dogs, and nachos.
We need to add one in there because it's a glaring omission. The pizza Lunchables. Pizza Lunchables has to be in there.
Oh, pizza was in there. I don't know why. Maybe I didn't copy paste it.
That's what I was gonna say. I was like, how the fuck
okay. No, pizza was definitely on her tweet. Pizza was okay. So ham and cheese, turkey and cheese, mini hot dogs, pizza, and nachos. Power rank. Pat, you go first because I feel like I know where your number one's gonna be. But you're gonna go 5 or 5 through.
You're gonna be right. Goat, turkey and cheese is the goat. It's undisputed goat. It is the best one of any of them that they make. The little fake turkey that they use is better than the little fake ham or whatever the fuck else they use. It's the best. 2, I'm gonna go ham and cheese. Like the turkey, slightly less is good, but still great. 3, and here's where it gets hairy because I've never had the mini hot dogs or the nachos, but I'm gonna go nacho 3. Even with the fake like cheese. Now, I assume they're using smaller versions of ballpark nacho cheese, which is just fake cheese conglomerate. I mean, it's fucking nachos.
The nachos were always cool, and it felt like you weren't eating a meal at lunch. You're like, I'm just snacking. You guys are eating
nachos.
Snacking.
Nachos always great. The pizza came with pepperoni, right?
Depending on which one you got.
We're gonna say it's the pepperoni one, right?
Yeah.
I'll put that 4.
Because there was that one that was just cheese. Initially, it was just the tomato sauce and then the cheese you just sprinkle on it.
I'll put that 4. It's the marinara sucks in it. It's not. But as a kid, you're like, even as a kid, you're like, I know this isn't good, but it's passable. And I'll go 5 mini hot dogs. I haven't had them. Actually, I assume mini hot dogs would, if I have eaten them, they would probably be 3 on this list for me. I assume they're delicious. I fucking love. There's no such thing as like a shitty hot dog. It's just a hot dog. They're all shitty, but like you heat it up, it's good.
Yeah.
But now now I want to go get mini hot dog Lunchables.
So you go turkey and cheese, ham and cheese,
nacho pizza,
nachos,
mini
pizza.
hot dog. Yeah.
Okay, I'll go next. I'm gonna go. Pizza is the goat. Pizza to me is the goat. I get it. It sucked. It sucked. It wasn't the best. It wasn't the best tasting, but like you were the coolest one at the lunch table if you had a fucking pizza Lunchable because it was fucking pizza. And it's just like, even if it's sucky pizza, it's still pizza. So you justify that with like, you're like, I'm basically just eating tomato sauce and like cold cheese on a cracker. But like, I'm eating pizza at lunch. I'm eating pizza. You pussies are eating sandwiches. Fuck y'all.
But that's what your brain told you every time you're about to eat it. And then as soon as you bit into it, you go, okay, well, I'm just not going to put this fake pizza sauce on the next one. I'm just going to do cheese, cracker, and pepperoni. Because that pizza sauce sucked. It's so not good.
I did not love it, but I would wolf it down at lunch. But then there was one point in time where they would also come out where like they would give you chocolate with it too. So you had like a dessert one. Because sometimes they would put like
that
a candy.
Happened with all of them.
They'd put they would put like a piece of candy in with it. No, but then they would give you like, it was like you had the double thing. I can't remember. It was like and pizza and something. It was like something and pizza where like something else with za. I don't know. It made sense. And it was like a funny name that they would have. But you would usually get like the drink, you would get a candy, and you would get the meal. And they would give you like, instead of the candy, it was just like chocolate, like a Dunkaroos thing, but you would just spread it on there. Like you would have chocolate, and I want to say maybe sprinkles came with it. So you would have,
I didn't know about that.
Here's your 2 little crackers, and then I get one of the little dessert thing. That was a fucking treat. That was a treat. But the pizza one always just felt cooler. Even if it wasn't the best, it felt cooler. So that's why I put it at one of my power rankings. Number 2, ham and cheese, followed by turkey and cheese. I really think they could take either place. Like I felt like I just got what my mom would send me with. And so to me, like they were so similar to each other. Like those are the OG Lunchables. Like that's what Lunchables.
Yeah.
Like that's why our generation loves charcuterie boards, because of fucking the turkey and cheese and ham and cheese Lunchables. So that I put after 2 and 3, probably the best overall taste wise. Didn't feel as cool as having a pizza. Number 4. I don't know. I'm torn because I liked both of the other ones. Nachos. I'm gonna go with nachos just because you felt like I told you earlier, like you felt like you were not eating a meal, you were just snacking while all your idiot friends were eating sandwiches or whatever. Like I'm having chips and cheese, you bitches. So like the nachos were sick, and then like just mini nachos always felt funny, like it felt cool. And then the mini hot dogs, like they're just not as cool as a real hot dog, but it was cool that you got a hot dog for lunch. Like you had like 3 little baby hot dogs.
Nachos and hot dogs are both kind of in that realm where like there's no such thing as a shitty version of them. Just like, dude, even shitty nachos are nachos. Like it's still good. It's nachos. It's cheese and fucking
at
chips.
School lunch, you're getting nachos. Like that's cool,
right?
So
like,
I go pizza, ham and cheese, turkey and cheese, nachos, mini hot dogs. Robert, how many Lunchables have you had in your life?
I was just about to ask the same thing.
I had a lot of Lunchables.
Have you had all of these?
No, I have not had all of these. But my number 1 would be turkey and cheese, then ham and cheese, then pizza, nachos, mini hot dogs.
You don't seem like a hot dog guy in general. I bet you just don't eat them.
I do like hot dogs, but it's just the bread would go bad, and then
I gotta Google this.
There was always like
really
stale.
Yeah,
I didn't
and it
know
wasn't
mini
a
hot
bun.
dog
It was more like
Lunchables
just
were
like a
thing.
pre-cut thing. It was
that's what I want to see. I
U.
want to see what the bread is. I don't even remember ever seeing these in a grocery store. I literally had no idea these existed.
They were like hard Vienna sausages, basically. Like they weren't good. It was like the pizza. Like it wasn't good. You just felt like you were eating a hot dog in front of your friends, so you just played it up and were like, "This is cool."
I mean, it makes sense to me.
It's hard to fuck up chips and cheese.
And we weren't a big Lunchable fan. Like I feel like the only time I ever really got Lunchables was like field trips.
Yeah, I wasn't like I ate a fuckload of Lunchables, but like that wasn't like every day my lunch. Like it was like a treat to get a Lunchable every now and then.
My dad was a big like cooker.
Just like the pizza one was dope.
Like we didn't keep these around the house because my dad always had like cooked meals in the house. Even if it was just like he made a bunch of meat sauce and pasta that would last the whole week. But like, this is wild to me. It's wild to me that this just escaped my knowledge that it ever existed. I've never seen these in a store.
I definitely remember the mini hot dogs for sure.
And
the Capri Sun.
Like a month and a half ago,
awesome.
I had like $20 worth of Lunchables in my cart. And then I put them back because I was like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Go buy meat and cheese. And I did that.
Just go to the Tony Soprano. Just like, yeah, just get the deli meat and cheese. Same thing. You just don't look like a 6-year-old.
Oh no, I didn't grab deli meat. I literally went and I grabbed a fucking like one of those big old rolls of pepperoni. I grabbed a block of cheese and I went home and I sliced fucking pepperoni and cheese and I ate all of it. Probably spent more money on the pepperoni and cheese than the Lunchables.
Have you ever gone and seen like you see the Lunchables? You're like, oh, dude, the Lunchable sounds really good right now. But like where I go to HEB and the HEB by me, like if I just walk a little bit further, then it's like, oh, dude, it's like Boar's Head, but it's kind of the same shit. It's just like crackers, cheese, and pepperoni. All right, let's get that. I'm just gonna get the adult Lunchables, and it's like it's in the same that you have to peel it back pack. It's a one time like it's just for like one single sitting. Like so, it's the exact same thing as a Lunchable. It's just Boar's Head. I'm like, nope, I'm gonna do that because I'm an adult.
They should put them side by side, like literally where you sell the Lunchables, like in the same case, put prepackaged adult versions of it. Adults will buy the shit out of that. Everybody wants to be a kid again.
No, but they'll be adults will buy the more expensive version because they'll feel like it's an adult thing and they spend more money, and that's why they're Lunchables. Like Lunchables is in bed with the grocery store stuff. They're like, no, we get our own spot.
I've never seen it prepackaged like that. Because like if they like obviously they couldn't call them adult Lunchables because they'd get sued. Like adult lunch packs, call it that, but just make it look exactly. Well,
it's just like a meat. It's like meat, cheese, and cracker pack. That's basically like a snack pack, and it's pretty much just like it's like you know on Oreos they have like the slides or like the grooves for them. Like they just have like one for the. They have like 3 grooves, and there's one for the meat, one for the cheese, one for the crackers. So it's like pretty simple. It's just not like sectioned out like the lunch.
Here's what you do: you just call it a personal charcuterie board. Because that's what it is.
Yeah.
But just make it a personal size charcuterie board. I'd fucking buy that every time I walk by it because I wouldn't be able to stop myself. You give me a nice little section of real pepperoni, a nice little section of good Swiss cheese next to it, and some fucking crackers in there. Come on. Make it $5. I don't know what Lunchables cost. Probably $2.50. Maybe they're $5. I don't know. But
I'm gonna go get a Lunchable tomorrow. That's what I'm gonna do.
I want to drive to Kroger right now, like as soon as we're done. Just go buy a bunch of meat and cheese and like eat it like how cool people used to eat apples in TV shows. Remember how they would just have a knife and an apple cutting off slices? I want to do that with just a hunk of pepperoni. Just slice them off one at a time. And you eat it right off of the knife. Yeah, exactly, Dennis the Menace.
That was always cool.
That's exactly what I was thinking
scarier.
Of. You ever eat an apple that way? You feel so fucking cool.
Yeah, after you get all the cuts on your hand too, you're like, it's half blood, but it's also part apple because.
I mean, you just don't cut your hand. It's not that hard to not cut yourself.
Yeah, but when you saw Dennis the Menace and then you tried to do it with your dad's pocket knife and you cut your finger like 6 times, you're like, still, hey, look. And you're like, what? Where's my pocket knife?
Oh, well, yeah, my dad did
that was my
pocket knife. And I was always very careful because I didn't want to have to go to my parents like, hey, sliced my finger open trying to eat. Because they would just look at me and be like, are you fucking stupid? Like, what is wrong with you? Just eat the goddamn apple. I was always afraid of just being made fun of.
Yeah. We got that was a good one. I like power ranking Lunchables. Good question, Danny. Keep them coming with the power rankings, gang. Next we got an emailed one from Ryan, and Ryan says, has anyone ever seen anybody else with the exact same refrigerator as them?
I don't think so.
I've looked at a lot of houses. Looked at a lot of houses as of late, and I feel like they're always different. The only time I could think of possibly having that happen is like I did move into a college apartment that had just been like it was a furnished college apartment, and they were all like just basically like cookie cutter. So like I feel like we all probably had the exact same refrigerator when they just bought like bulk. We need 120 of these. So yes, I would say yes. But
I don't think that counts.
Unlikely that you'll in the wild, no.
I feel like I've ran.
I don't know what kind of refrigerator I have.
I feel like I've ran into a lot of the same garage beer fridges.
Just a white fridge that opens up.
Yeah, it was just the older or like that, like I don't know, that like cream colored one where it's like it's not white, but it's not like a different color. Like it's still white, but it's kind of like off white. And it's got like the black trim and on the handle that comes out. It's got an old like it has the ice machine like maker on it that you can get, but like most time it didn't work. That's why it was the garage fridge. I feel like I've ran into a lot of those, but never the same indoor fridge. Now that I think about it, actually, you know what's funny? I think I just described my beer fridge. I think that's exactly what mine is.
Place.
The fridge, the ice machine doesn't work on it. Slightly clean, cream colored, black handle.
So I'm gonna say yes, but most likely no.
Yeah, apartments don't count.
But I feel like they do count because
they don't. Because if you have any friends in the apartment, yes, you have the same fridge.
Yeah, so I feel like apartments count too. Apartments count.
Has anyone ever seen anyone else with the exact same refrigerator as them? If you lived in an apartment and they also lived in an apartment, then yes, I have seen someone with the same refrigerator.
See, I think it's just because I've never made friends with a neighbor in my life because I don't want them bothering me at home. So I've never talked to any of my apartment neighbors. Even in college, I didn't do it. My friends lived in different apartments, and then I would make friends.
We were friends with all the people that lived around us.
I didn't hang out at my apartment though. Like I hung out at my buddy's apartment because they had the better pool. So everyone there had the same fridge. Wasn't my fridge.
Solid question, Ryan. Keep them coming, bud. Final question of the week from Raymundo Benavidez at KMundoB on Twitter. Raymundo says, is Vicks just spicy Vaseline?
Was it us or that posted the Jesus? Every beer I open is exploding all over this room. Did we post the
Watch
babe? I'm not feeling good, and he's like, "I've got the solution. It's a Vicks condom." Did we post that one? Because I saw that.
I don't believe so.
It made me laugh really hard.
I think Raymundo posted that question, and somebody may have replied with that.
Could be. I don't know who. That's the problem now. Everybody's got memes. You never know where they're coming from. But spice. I got beer all over my phone, so it's going nuts now.
Robert, what do you think?
Maybe icy hot.
It's icy hot Vaseline.
Spicy hot. Spicy Vaseline. Yeah, icy hot would be the spicy Vaseline.
Icy hot would be, yeah.
I would say Vicks is more of a spicy aloe vera. I don't know why, but that feels right to me.
Because it's more, yeah.
It's a healing thing.
No, I could see it being spicy Vaseline too. I'm gonna give him a yes on that. I'm gonna say yes. I'm gonna say yes.
I think spicy Vaseline is icy hot. I think Robert.
I think it could both be. Because icy hot's not always a cream, is it?
Not always, but most of the time. But it's a topical cream that is supposed to be rubbed in to do its thing. Same thing with that's what what the fuck is Vaseline actually for? Now that we're talking about it,
because Vaseline's got to just sit on there, it doesn't soak in, does it?
What does it do though? What do you use Vaseline for? The only thing I ever used it for was when I was 14 years old and I'd jack off. That's it. That's the only thing I've ever used Vaseline for in my life. Also, that's another show we can do. Team Lube or Team Dry. Team Lotion, Team Dry would probably be a better one. Yeah, I don't actually know what a use for Vaseline is. 33 years of my life, I've never once thought about what Vaseline is for.
Don't you put it on your feet and you put it on and you put your socks on if you got a cold and it's supposed to make it go away?
What? That seems
Isn't that
like
an old wives' tale.
That seems like
there's all these like
shit that was brought over from the old country
is for like that. Like that's what I always hear. Like, did you put Vaseline on this and this? And
I've heard that one too.
I didn't.
The socks one.
That's what I was thinking. Sana kind of ironic kind of thing, you know what I'm talking about?
It relieves skin soreness post waxing for women.
Lock moisture into skin. So if you have
it can be used for massage.
That's why we always had Vaseline in the house, because my dad had psoriasis. It locks moisture into the skin. As a child, didn't have to do that. Vaseline easily removes. It removes makeup, protects sensitive skin, and can be used to help small cuts and bruises heal. Use Vaseline on bruises? A fucking bruise right here.
So I think it plays. I think we say Vaseline is the Vicks is spicy Vaseline too, and spicy and because Icy Hot's already spicy.
But Vicks is more of an aroma thing. It's the what do you call it? Menthol that gets released and you smell it and it helps you that way.
And menthol is more of a cool feeling.
Yeah.
So then no. We're just gonna say no on the.
I'm saying no.
Okay, I guess I've been outvoted then. I can see your point. I've been outvoted. Vicks is
I'm all twist turned now. Normally I'll come up with an alternative for what Vicks is, but I got nothing now.
So no, it's not.
Just Icy Hot, it fucking makes shit feel better. That is the spicy Vaseline because it does burn.
There you go. All right.
I don't know what Vicks is though. Yeah.
It is a vapor rub, which sounds way cooler than petroleum jelly.
Don't jerk off with it, guys.
Don't jerk off with Vicks.
Or Icy Hot.
Jerk off with a sock. Team sock.
Fill that sock with Vaseline.
We need to come up with some designs and we'll get you guys to vote on in the store. But Team sock.
We'll have to maybe we put a logo of just the stiffest sock you've ever seen on this shirt too. It's a sock that's a boomerang. Ooh, are cum socks boomerangs? People are asking.
Yeah. Anything's a boomerang. So yeah, place. And on that note, give us a follow on all socials. We are at Pass Your A Pod. I'm at Alex J. Middleton on all socials. Pat is at Not Pat Dion. Robert is at Robert Barbosa 03. Don't forget to follow at Pass Your A Pod on TikTok and Threads as well. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Pass Your A Podcast on YouTube. Just go search Pass Your A Podcast on YouTube. You'll be good. Hit that subscribe button. If you're watching us, go subscribe to the audio version of the podcast as well. Give us a 5-star review on the podcast. Leave us a review. That would be awesome. If you're watching the YouTube video or if you're listening, just go comment on the YouTube video. Just give us a couple jaws. Just let us know. Let us know if you made it to the end. Just let us know you were here. Let us know you're here. And what are we going to say? We get them to just say Team Sock. Here's the Team Sock at the end. If you made it to the end, we love you guys. You're the best. I have a podcast, a Big Brother podcast, Pass the Gravy Bro. We had a change in schedule a little bit with the way that the show is airing. We have now Tuesday nights, Thursday nights, and Sunday nights we have episodes. So tune in immediately following the episodes on all those. You can chop up the episode of Big Brother with us, and that's been a lot of fun. We're at Pass the Gravy Bro right there. You can listen to us or watch us wherever you're watching Pass the Gravy or listening to Pass the Gravy. Robert does a recent study suggests they are on a hiatus, but catch up on other great episodes. They got some good evergreens. Go check them out at A Recent Study Pod. wherever else you listen to podcasts. And then if you want to hear me talk Giants at all, I talk on the New York Giants Rush podcast. I also talk Giants and West Ham on the Claret and Big Blue podcast. You can go check those out on Mondays and Tuesdays. What you got, Pat?
We should make
He's
socks.
Really
socks that say Team Sock. You can wear those and nobody's going to see them. You can wear those in public.
I was about to say we already have Pass Gravy socks.
Yeah.
So you could just use those socks.
No, you don't come in those socks.
Sell a
okay,
free
first
pack.
of all, the socks,
3 socks though. You get 1 pair and then you get an extra sock for,
First of all, anybody that's Team Sock knows you don't use socks that you wear. You wear the old socks
right,
that
that's what I'm saying.
No longer wear. No, so the socks that we make are really good. You wouldn't come in them, but you can have socks that say Team Sock. Maybe we and
no,
then,
but they would be
some that say team Tissue.
But they'd be so good that like we would
Team
instead of buying. But when you bought a pair of our socks, you would get 3 socks instead of just 2 because you would get 2 to wear and then 1 for extracurriculars.
So what if that? Yeah, like you order socks and you get 1 pair of good socks, and then we go, but we need it also come with just the shittiest sock that you make.
No,
and
it's
like,
the great material from the other one. You just get the extra one. You don't have to worry about it.
One of them says Team Sock, the other one says Team Wear, so you know which ones to wear and which ones to wear.
That's good. That's a good one.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
or it just says wear.
Right.
Wear these.
We'll work on Team Sock. I don't know if it's gonna be a $1 million idea, but we'll brainstorm it.
Could
hopefully have something up by next week's episode. But
hey,
if you have any
Pet
ideas,
Rocks made $1 million in the 80s.
Very good point. Very good point. All right, you guys are the best. Love you guys. Please fucking God, Giants, do something to not make me upset. That'd be awesome. Hope you guys have a great rest of your week. Great weekend. Until we talk to y'all next time. Pass the gravy. Yeah, bitches.
Gravy, gang, gang, gang. Baby, pop the top and let it spread. As we're listening to Pass the Gravy. We're going fishing for your bitch today. We're drunk in Houston, baby. Now we go ahead